All right, we are here. Close. That was close. Barely made it back. Just get these posted to my socials real quick. And then we'll be ready to go. Hope everybody's doing good. What's up, Travis? Yorichi, welcome. Marcus as well. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully good. What a day, what a day. What's up, Ducky? Get those posted real quick and we're good to go. I love it, Travis. Saw your snake tunnel. Very good. Very nice. What's up, Art? Art with Alexander. Rock Me, welcome in as well. Woo! Congratulations for winning the Enshrouded competition. I'm so happy. Oh, man. It's been a stressful week. I've been on stream since Grounded 2 came out. Figured I'd check back in. Welcome in, Confuzzled. Great name, by the way. Oh, Confuzzled. Welcome in, a thief. So a crazy day. What a day. Oh my gosh. I worked from 8 till 12:30. I have half day Fridays. And while I was working, figured out I won the Enshrouded, was one of the 5 winners for the Enshrouded competition. And then I went to the range for golf, did some golf practice. Can never complain, get out in the sun, enjoy the weather. And then got to hang out with my wife for a little bit. So that's always a good day. My father-in-law watched our son for a little bit. So that was great. Got some one-on-one hangout time, which we don't get a whole lot with a 2-year-old. So that was wonderful. And then it was also my parents' 40th anniversary today. Wedding anniversary. So we went out to dinner with them. And we might have had some drinks and some great food. So what a day. What a day. Where you going, Timber? Timber, over here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you going to eat the ice cubes or no? He doesn't know what he wants. Congratulations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 40 is insane. I know. 40 years. That's nuts. And they include us in it, which is even more fun. Yeah, Timber. Well, you haven't. Oh, there you go. There's the dog cam. I gave him ice cubes, but he's not eating them. So they're just melting. Thank you, Hot Sauce. Thank you, Rock Me. Thank you, A Thief. Thank you, everyone, for the congratulations. I'm very happy. It was a great. I put so much effort into that build. I was going to be really sad. It was going to be a rough night if I didn't win. With how much time and effort I put into that build. Oh, it would have been a rough night if we didn't win. It would have been fine. Everything would have been fine. Everything would have been all right, but I'm very happy. I know, Joe did get robbed. Unfortunately, Joe's build was... It had so much lore around water. And that was my biggest concern for his, is that the judges weren't going to pick up on what he was putting down. Because, like, the physical amount of water wasn't... Although the underground part had a lot of cool stuff, the upper area didn't have, like, a ton of water. And so that was my only worry with his, was that the judges weren't going to quite read it as cool as it was, because it was so cool. I'm sad. But I understand the direction the judges went at the end of the day, because the theme was water, And there was a couple builds that just did water a little bit more in depth. But I was really surprised that like Kilo's like submarine didn't win. That thing was insane. But I don't know. As someone who like reviews bases and stuff, I honestly don't know how you choose 5 out of 150 or whatever it was. Like I do not envy the judges. And you have very, very different personalities and stuff too. So it's like, I'm just happy we came out with a dub. Timber, why are you laying in the bathroom? Come on. Do I need to move the ice cubes? He didn't like his ice cubes. Yeah, the whale one was very interesting. It was such a cool build. It was. They were all so cool. I don't know. I don't know how you choose. There were so many, like... There wasn't a definitive 5 at the end of the day that I would know how to pick from, I think. I think that's the struggle. Is I don't know how you pick 5 out of 150 when the original, like, competition was supposed to be for, like... They were hoping for 50 submissions, and they got 150. Pretty nuts. I don't envy the judges. As someone who reviews bases and stuff, I don't know how you do it. But I'm happy we came out with the dub. Your parents have been together longer than my lifespan. I'm 33. I'll be 34 in May. So yeah, they've been together longer than my lifespan. Pretty nuts. Reminds me, my parents are getting old. No disrespect, but ooh. No, my wife and son are in the playroom next to us, so he hears them and he wants out. What's up, Lude? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Friday night celebration stream. Dog only ate ice cubes as a puppy. Was sad when he stopped. Yeah, my dog is so picky. I had a dog growing up that you dropped a fork, he was going to eat that thing. Like, it didn't matter what it was, he was going to eat it. He ate rocks. He lost teeth because he chewed on rocks all the time. And now my Bernese Mountain Dog that weighs 30 pounds more than him. You think this, like, big old dog would eat anything? No. He does not... He doesn't eat anything. He's so picky. You drop a strawberry on the ground, he's like, strawberries? I want crackers and yummy stuff. Like, what is this peasant food? He's so picky. Blueberries? Won't eat blueberries. Won't eat bananas. No, he's so picky. You think a 95, 100-pound dog with anything you put in front of it, he's so picky. If his food gets a little old, he won't eat his food. Like, I've never had a dog that was so picky. Honey Jukes, thank you for the sub, the gifted sub. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, that was the way I came down here. I needed stem. I didn't come down here for burr. I came down for stem. Yeah, a handful. Most of the people in our community are a little bit older than me, or right around my age. Funnily enough, it's crazy. This community spans so many ages. We got like 15 all the way to 60. It's kind of insane. I think my dad has many years left. He's getting there. Luckily, my dad is very active. My dad skied 135 days last year. 135 days. That's more than I've skied in my entire life combined in 1 year. I'm like blown away. Dude's a freaking monster. I'm jealous. I wish I could ski 135 days a year. That's the dream life. I don't know how you get paid to do that, but that's what I want to do. Whatever happens. Thank you, Lude. Thank you for the congratulations. Winning. You have a vegan dog. He won't even eat vegan food though. Like he's so picky. He's so freaking picky. But winning the Enshrouded competition, I believe it's like €100 gift card to the Enshrouded merch shop. And then they have the Hall of Events, or the Honor Hall. I think it's called the Honor Hall. So there's a specific hall in the game that they built out, like a temple sort of thing, where you get your name in the game forever. And that's what I'm mostly excited about, let's be honest. The gift card to the merch shop is dope, and I'm gonna get something and we'll put it on the wall. I think I'm gonna get the Cyclops head mount or something like that, and maybe something else depending on how much we get. But let's be honest, I'm mostly excited about being entombed in Enshrouded forever. That's what I'm really excited about. That's what I wanted more than anything. And the validation that we are a good building stream. We know what we're doing here. That part's really nice. Now I just need a way to get my name in Grounded forever, and we'll be set. Well, yeah, most people have been together more than their kids. That is true. Kind of amazes me though. I don't feel like I'm 30-something years old. It's surprising. But we had a nice little celebration. I might have had 2 beers and a cowboy coffee, so we're feeling good. Had a great night. Hey, Honey Jukes again with the gifted sub. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I have no idea what I'm doing 90%, 95% of the time. True. I don't know what I'm doing 95% of the time. Thank you, Peiko. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the pagoda base. It's such a fun base. I loved making that thing. It was great. What's up, flying zombies? Welcome in. I know strawberries are expensive, and if my child throws them on the ground, my dog's like, "You wish I would eat something like that." It's ridiculous. It is actually ridiculous. Joe, welcome in. I'm still so sad you didn't win, man. I was voting for you the whole time. I loved your build. Thank you, Really Bad Gamer. I hate saying your name. It feels insulting. We went through this before, but I feel like I'm insulting you every time I say it. I know, Ducky, we've had drinks tonight, and so I will be behind on chat all night long. I can promise that. 100%. The whole night. That is not going to change. Parent, spouse, and adult syndrome, imposter syndrome. Dude, every day. Every day. I'm like, I have a almost 3-year-old. That doesn't feel okay. I don't feel like I can raise a child. I'm a child. I'm a child every day of my life. I don't know what I'm doing 99% of the time. There's a lot of spiky burr behind your base. It left? Where? Donde. This? I have gotten a decent amount there. I missed a lot. We should go get that. Oh, I'm Batty Gamer. That's more, yeah, that's a more satisfying way. Because, like, we're all good, but bad at the same time. What's up, Alfredo? Welcome in. How's it going? Oh, yeah, so if I miss chats tonight, it's because of the adult beverages. And I will catch up eventually, I promise. But we've been celebrating for multiple occasions. Parents' 40th wedding anniversary, as well as winning the winter build competition. What a day. What a day. It's been a minute since I've had this good of a day. Can't complain. And news for you, all of us adults, we are faking it. We don't know either. Oh, 100%. 100%. If I've learned anything, we're all faking it. Fake it till you make it. If I learned anything, my parents didn't know jack squat. That's how it goes. But it feels like you should know. But really, you're just faking it. I'm okay with that. If I learned anything about my BS in architecture, is that you're BSing it half the time. That is the truth. You gotta BS your way through all of it. Wait until the child is turning 10, then you'll feel old. Oh, don't get me started. I thought we just had a newborn, and now he'll be 3 in April, in the beginning of April. I'm like, what? Where does the time go? What happens to all of it? I don't get it. Oh yeah, double whammy. Yeah, it was definitely a double whammy there, Lude. You get out of here. You watch out, sir. I'm trying to farm. Oh yeah, we had the spicy juice. 2 hazy IPAs and a cowboy coffee were enough to get the night going. But there were so many reasons to celebrate. How could you not? I don't drink adult drinks all that often by any means, but how could we not after a day like today? There was ever a time to celebrate. 40 this year and have kids turning 19. That's insane. That horrifies me. That I'm gonna turn around one day and have a 19-year-old and they're like, Dad, can I borrow the car? No, that's not allowed. You can't drive. Although my 3-year-old does think he can drive already. He sure loves to give me advice on everything I'm doing wrong already. He is very opinionated. 3-year-olds though, right? Can't do the spicy juice? I don't blame you. I don't do it often. I really don't. But we went to this really nice, like, steakhouse with my parents. And my dad pays. So I'm not going to say no. I don't know why I killed that. Kids are 15 and 12. Holy cow. Gave them life, and yesterday I gave them life. That's seriously what it feels like. With just a 3-year-old, it was just yesterday. Time goes way too fast all of a sudden. Come down here. Oh, come over here. What is this thing going after? Youngest is 5 years old, and your oldest is 13 this month. Wow. Don't kill me. That's an age gap. My brother and I were like 4 years apart, and my wife and I have been trying to figure out if we do number 2. That's a question. 1 is difficult enough. I don't know. We're really struggling with the question of 2. Is 2 a good decision? In 10 years, 2 sounds like a good decision, but like right now, it sounds like a really poor decision. Ooh, excuse me. You have 2 under 2? Yeah, that's my nightmare. 2 under 2 sounds so freaking difficult. At least with a 3-year-old, I can understand the 4-year age gap with my parents because the 2-year-old phase is something else. It is rough. 3-year-old looked sad this morning. I asked if he was okay. He walked off and said, I need to count my numbers. It's all right. My 2-year-old went to his grandparents' house today, and when I picked him up, everything was wrong. He was really tired. And I was like, what's wrong? And he's like, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I'm not going to talk, Dad. And heaven forbid, I had to stop talking. We just had to listen to music the whole drive home for 30 minutes. And he was better. That was all he needed. He just didn't want to talk. Your first set is twins zombies? Dude, that is my nightmare. They could run duos together for 2. That's one perk. That's one perk. Try being over 4 and kids are 12 and 8. Over 40 and my hubby is 13 years older. Hey. You know, nothing wrong with age is what I've learned. It sucks feeling old, but at the same time, like, my wife and I are about 7 or 8 months apart in age. I'm just a little bit older, and I'm like, we're both just figuring it out every day. And we thought, let's have a child because we have things figured out. And we needed a challenge? I don't know. I don't know what we were thinking. We weren't using our brain very well, I can tell you that. We didn't need a challenge. Life was challenging enough. A pool tournament tomorrow morning? That's so awesome. My wife is such a pool shark. We'll quit the chat, but still watching you build as a fall asleep. Have a good night. Sounds good, Atheve, and thank you again. Thank you, thank you. But there's so many new names. It sucks not being able to be in chat every night. I know, Lude, I miss you, man. I miss you, but you're always here in spirit. Kid sounds like he doesn't like talking to people all day. Does anyone, though? Does anyone like talking to people? I don't. I'm just talking to you guys. This is my talking for the day. I answer the phone at work sometimes, but I hate talking to people. I would talk to dogs all day. I could talk to this turd. Someone told me the other day, and again today, I need to get him a boy or girl so he has someone to play with because no one wants to play with him and he has no one. That's my fear. That's my actual fear, because our son, it's so hard because he goes to the park and most of the kids at the park are all older than him. He's always like one of the younger kids at the park, and he wants so hard to play with all the big kids, and they're all like, what is this like little 2-year-old doing? And they don't understand it. And my dog, so this dog, he is horrified of our 2-year-old. Horrified. He doesn't want anything to do with him. He hates him most of the time because he just chases him around and he's not a fan. He's such a lazy dog that he's like, leave me alone. I want nothing to do with you. We went to the park the other day and my son decided that he was going to bring his little Target grocery cart for some reason. So he walked his grocery cart three or 4 blocks to the park. And then there's this like 6 or 7-year-old at the park with us at the same time. And this kid is like, why's he got a grocery cart? That's weird. And I'm like, kids, like, really, do you care what this 2-year-old's bringing to the park? So he starts kicking the grocery cart. And I have Timber here. I have him on a leash. And he has never showed any aggression towards anyone in his entire life. He starts growling, like furious. He hated this kid. And I was like, you know, my dude, protecting the little kid because this jerk of a kid whose parents aren't involved, they're just letting their kid do whatever, is kicking his grocery cart. And I'm like, you know what? I have never been more proud of Timber. Protecting his little bro. It was great. I loved it. I was like, also, we are not going to hurt this child, but I'm not happy with his attitude either. So I'm like, I appreciate that you see that he was hurting our child's feelings. So I had to control him. We had to go on a walk and we had to leave, but it was great. Here in spirit as much as you can be. I know, Lude. You're always here, though. Yeah. Where's the 5K Timber treat redemption? We might have to add one. If you're that bored, Ducky. If you're that bored, I could probably add one a stream. But yeah, I trust a dog's intuition more than just about anything. When this dog, he does not hate anyone. He hated that kid. He hated that kid. I was like, oh my gosh, we have to leave. I had to remove him from the situation because I don't think I've ever heard him growl at anyone else in his entire life. And I was like, okay, we have to remove you from this situation or you're going to cause a problem. His parents are going to hear this big 90-pound dog like growling at their child and they're going to freak out. So we left, but I was a proud dog dad that day. Only other thing I can do is hollow builders. Yeah, I mean, at that point, you've done it, though, so it doesn't do anything. I mean, if you guys post some ideas of what you want channel point redemptions to be, I'm happy to add them. But, like, I also can't let my dog, who vet always says is overweight, even though he's the smallest Bernese Mountain Dog ever made. I can't let him get overweight. But he needs his joint treats every night, so we can give him those two. You can have those two anytime. Those are sneaky treats. He doesn't know any difference. The matcher builder redeemed, so he needs something else to spend his points on. I know. Tell me about it. Can't get far enough away to... Oh, no. Okay, we're good. Where am I? This build is getting confusing. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. An intense dad voice every time a kid is a dick. I'm like, hey, don't do that, please. Most of them stop. If not, I go stop now in a deep voice. No kid has challenged me yet. I mean, how could they? I'm scared, and I didn't even hear it. I'm too soft. I'm just a big softie. I think the kid understood that the dog didn't like him, though. I think very quickly he was like, that thing doesn't like me, and I'm going to stop kicking his grocery cart. But, like, why would anyone obsess themselves over a grocery cart, too, is what I don't understand. Like, who cares? Kids bring stuff to a park all the time. Timber when he sees that kid. Dude, he was spitting straight fire. He wasn't about it, and I'm all for it. I feel like I've always felt like Timber just absolutely hated our son because he's such a softie of a dog, but he's like, I hate being just pummeled all day because he's such a baby. And I was like, you know, it's good to know that there's a little bit of fight in him. Because I always feel like Timber's the type of dog that, like, someone would come in the house and he might befriend them. Someone might break into our home and Timber might befriend them. Now, I never quite knew, but now I know. I know we're all good. The stream, the channel points on Twitch. Zombies. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't have channel points because they're not hip with the times. If the dog was growling at me, I would think it doesn't like me too. Yeah, but like a 6-year-old, do they understand that? I don't know. 6-year-olds are just dumb enough to think that they know anything. You know? You don't get mad, you get even. You raised your younger siblings, so yeah, I became a dad kind of early. Don't play no games. Yeah, I did not raise my brother, I'll tell you that much. My brother was my mom's favorite thing in the world. Babied to death. Which I'm not complaining about because I don't need to raise him. But like my wife's family, one of her cousins has 13 siblings. 13. And they're like, they all raised each other. And I'm like, that is horrible. What kind of life is that? Having 13 children so they all have to raise each other? Like, no thank you. No child should have to do that. Every time you do hollow builders, spend 1 hour farming for you. Oh no. I don't need any farming, though. We have so many materials at this point. Like, I don't even need anything. Once we start building this floor out, we might need more, but as of right now, I have an abundance of materials. Whereas that dog knowledge of this kid's gonna grow up one day and I'm gonna like him, so I'm protecting him now. Yeah, if he's like, eventually he won't be so horrible. But he definitely is not, he feels the pain of having a 2-year-old, because that's, 2-year-olds are horrible. That's just what they are. They just challenge everything. This was upside down. I knew something was off. What is happening? Wife was a stranger in my house when I met her. Hey, you know? Could be worse, right? I actually knew my wife in high school. I dated her best friend. And then we didn't start dating until after, or like middle of college, funnily enough. And then her best friend decided she wasn't going to be her friend anymore. And we're all better for it now. Had 7 siblings, and it was frustrating a lot. Yeah. After we did the math, I babysat 80 to 100 hours a month. Yeah, that's rough, dude. That is rough. Glad you're making the best of it, though. But yeah, I don't wish that upon anyone. That's specifically why we're like, do we even want 2? I can barely handle 1 on a daily basis. We're dying, and we're playing, like, we're playing 2-on-1 defense right now, and we're dying most days. So how do you go put 1-on-1? No, I don't know how we do that. You show the BRB screen real fast. There's a big goober. Who made this screen? It's all off-centered and stuff. Oh my goodness. That's a horrible screen. What are we doing? That's what I get for copying and pasting everything. What is this? Hold on a second. We gotta, can I fix it? In my inebriated form? There we go. Oh. Stop snapping, please. Acceptable. Oh, jeez. There we go. That's better. Wish I had Matt stacked right now. I've been farming like mad, but just hemorrhaging him out with his build. I guess perks of building really slowly right now. We're not making a whole lot of progress. The details are coming together, of course, but we're not moving quickly by any means. So we're not hemorrhaging materials yet. But as I was planning, I thought we might build a bounce web elevator tonight. That might be hilarious to do while I've been sipping the juice. That might be a poor decision, but it might be hilarious for everyone else. My wife at 12, we didn't date until 24 and married at 25. That's awesome, though. That's very cool. Yeah, technically my wife and I started dating. We met at like 15 or 16. Like, we knew of each other. And I was like, she's cute. Let me date her best friend. I didn't know they were friends at all, though. I had no clue. You're an only child because you don't count step siblings. That's acceptable. That's acceptable. I concur. I concur. All right. It's gonna be an interesting stream tonight. I am not cognitively there. So we're gonna fall. We're gonna hurt ourselves. Stop ordering what to do, let him play. You tell him, Lude. Put a hole down here. Doesn't help I want to punch one of my stepsisters in the throat, but I don't condone violence. You just talk about it. It's fine. I don't condone violence until someone steps on my toes, and then it might go down. I condone violence when it's needed. Yo, don't we all? Sometimes people need a swift kick in the rear, honestly. Some people really do. In this day and age, some people really do. It's bad. Nice hard punch right to the throat. Met my wife going to one of her volleyball games because me and her sister were friends. Ended up transferring high schools to chase her. Hey, it's all about the chase, right? Where's my mushrooms? Where is my chest? I had a whole chest of mushrooms, not just a stream ago. Sure, most of us have wanted to punch our siblings. Step or not. Yeah, no, that's 100%. Unfortunately, for my little brother, being 4 years older, it only ever ended with him crying. Everything ended with my little brother crying. I have two really good friends that growing up, me and the older brother of the other two guys, we were both minimum 2 years older, and it only ever ended with our little brothers crying every time. Literally every time our little brothers would cry, and it was like, don't cry, don't cry. They're gonna hear us. Stop, stop, stop. Every time. I don't know why, but I suddenly love volleyball. Give him the hammer. What the heck are we gonna do on these sides? There's too many decisions. Where's my handy net when I need it? What am I supposed to do with myself? I don't. What were you guys thinking when you let me build a mega tower without the handy net? Is what I want to understand. I thought you guys had my back. I thought we were all friends here. And you guys said we should let him make that kind of decision. Build a mega tower. What were we doing? What were we thinking? This is stupid. I'm loving every second of it, but this was a horrible decision. Nothing about this is easy. The more and more I sit here and try to build this thing, the more I go like, what was I thinking? Like, handy net all day. Easy. This is the best build ever. Without the handy net, this is poor life decisions at its finest. But I felt that the entire time we were doing the Enshrouded winter build competition too, so I'm like, maybe I just have poor decision-making skills. Got your back? Well, yeah, where you guys, yeah, that's, of course, you guys like watching me struggle. That's the key here. It's all about the struggle. Watching me die 10 times trying to jump around scaffolding is just more fun. But you play something... Yeah, I'm lucky. Honestly, Enshrouded's so much easier to build in. Why do I hear a mosquito somewhere? Honestly, after that Enshrouded winter build competition, I'm like... I spent way too much time building Enshrouded. I needed a solid break. by the end of that build, like, I had a lot of fun building it, but I was burnt. I was so burnt out. There was probably, in the span of 2 months, like 300-400 hours of building, it felt like. I probably spent 2 to 3 hours every single night from the day that competition started. I was like, I need a break. But now looking back, this is way easier to build in. Or Enshrouded is way easier to build in. At least you can jump and platform. You can't do that here. It's not the same. This is way harder to build high in. Yeah, both of you in creative, right? Just laughing at me. And it's too late. I can't go to the dark side now. Like, we're committed. There's no, like, we can't go back and undo our decisions. We're here. We're committed. Yeah, we're committed. Pretty burnt too. I'm slowly getting back into it, but I am drawing a lot more and started world building again for your comic world. That's awesome. Love to hear it. Yeah, I don't even know what I would build right now. Honestly, in Enshrouded. That's the main thing. I don't even know what I would do anymore. What do you do after some mega build for a competition? Like, once the competition's over, I got no ideas. This is my other creative outlet. Yeah, laughing. You're not laughing at me, you're just with me? Yeah, exactly. Okay, you need to go somewhere else. We need to start figuring out... I think the key was, like, the pagoda was built completely without the handy net. Other than the very end game things that we did. And I think the key was that we built floor by floor all the way up. And that's currently what we're missing. It's the floors that help us get to the upper levels. I think I'm trying to go too hard on the exterior at the moment. Because I'm having a lot of fun with it. It looks epic. But at some point, we have to build the inside to get us up to those levels. And so I think that's what we need to do. I think. But can I build a bounce web tower as good as Felix? I don't know. I don't know. You already have 20 other projects going, so the ideas are already there. Plus, I got a new crazy idea. Oh, geez. If your previous ideas weren't crazy, I'm scared. I feel like your winter build, it was crazy. So what the heck is... What is crazy now? What? A little further over. Your question is, can you build a suspended house as good as laced? I don't wanna. I don't want it. Floating builds. Be damned. Pretty good. Above it, get in there. What is happening? Didn't know they had creative mode added in. Yeah, you can play. You've been able to play creative in Grounded since the beginning. For a while now. But where's the fun if you're not hating your life the whole time? He says, while regretting his life decisions. What if you went where I told you to go? Did we think about that, Pillar? Floating too much. Just go where I want you to go. But the other way. No, the other way. Just on that pillar. Right there. Right there. A little to the left. Ooh, let me do this. Thought it was grayed out. No, just custom's grayed out. Yep. Just custom. And struggling through the normal playthrough, doing it solo, it's part of the grind. Part of the grind. You don't hate life while building? Yeah, I don't blame you. It's easy. It's easy mode. The creative life. As soon as we get custom, this is easy. Life's easy. Could be great. You kind of make your build and done with the world. Kind of what I like about Playgrounds is that you can make a creative build usable. Yeah. That's specifically why I struggle with creative, is I lack purpose. Whereas here in survival, there's always a purpose for what we're doing. Like, we're making a functional base that is going to allow us to build and live our lives. But in creative, it's like, what's the purpose? Enshrouded was easy because there was a build competition. So I had a purpose and a reason. But now I'm in Enshrouded, like, what am I building? What am I doing? What is the reason for life? All the time is what I feel. Were we getting an April update? I don't know. I mean, what? We got... Was it February or January we got the winter update? February? March, April. Even if it's January, January, February, March, April. I'm going to say May. I would guess May more likely. Bad at building spheres, so that's what I need to practice. I mean, are spheres easy? Yes, we know, Ludorav. You have storytelling and world building. I've seen it. We're all our own kind of crazy, though, at the end of the day. Need a 420 update. Creative, the purpose is always story for me. Come to my mega build, I always give you a purpose. Oh, yeah. No, story does it. But there's something about... I mean, I'm not building in creative in Enshrouded, but with the resource worlds, it was the purpose that was like storytelling for the base build, for the building competition, more so. Whereas if I don't have a competition or something, creative is really draining for me. I think is the bigger thing. It's a bigger struggle. Timed you out, yeah. That's not banning. Don't fight Lude. He's here tonight. Oh, I'm very goal-oriented. The fact that Enshrouded said, here's a competition, you have 2 months, game over. That was all I needed. The issue with the previous ones was like, here's 2 weeks. Like, I can't do a great build in 2 weeks. I need time. I needed way more time than that. But because I'm bad at it, is that a good reason? I mean, we are all bad at it at some point. We only get good by building bad things in the beginning. We all start off bad, and then we get better through building every time. It's the only way to get better. Pressure for goal is what burns me out. Yeah, I need that. I have to have the pressure. That's what kept me going, the whole competition. It was like, there is a deadline. But that's like a very ADHD thing at the same time. Like for me, the challenge was that, okay, I have a competition. I have to finish this build by this day. That was all I needed. But without the pressure, there's no finishing. There's no finish line for me without the pressure. I have to have the pressure in life. If I don't have the pressure, I have no motivation. Compared to Timber and some of the others in the community I suck at building, I mean, no one should compare themselves to myself. I do this for streams and stuff, so. Plus, I have an architectural degree, so it would be sadder if I sucked at this. I have to be good, or else it's kind of pathetic. I wouldn't have a channel if I wasn't at least decent at this. How are we gonna do this? ADHD, but cannot take any meds for it, so I have to trick myself into hyper-focusing. Yeah, the meds were game changer. Game changer. You only like survival building, but your eyes are too big for your stomach, and your builds end up wishing for dupes or creative material freedom. I think once you get the handy nat and you can increase spawn times and stuff, I think you'll feel different, Rock Me. But my eyes are always bigger than my stomach, that same saying. Like, I'm always ordering more than I can finish. That's how my brain works as well. Pressure makes diamonds? Exactly. Exactly. Struggling to find a good stem spot. My favorite spots currently, this is a really good spot for stems because you get burr at the same time. The picnic table, like all this area, there's a ton right here too. You can definitely get a lot around the fire pit from the burr as well. But I guess it kind of depends on where you are. If you're over here, I don't know. I don't know any good spots. I don't spend a whole lot of time on this side of the map. But there's a decent amount all over the place. Technically named after a gem. Not that one, but a gem. What's up, Halls? Welcome in. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate the congratulations. Or as my favorite streamer would say, congratulations. For our peanut-obsessed friends. Pressure makes you a dead floppy fish. Yeah, that's so funny, because I'm like, without pressure, I am a dead floppy fish. Pressure, the fact that I have to stream and come up with ideas, that's why I'm building. Without it, it doesn't go well. Just use creative to get away from the constant repetition. Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's the issue with me, is creative is constant repetition to my brain. So like without the grind of materials, my brain just doesn't know what to do. I don't know how to control myself. It's a struggle. Everyone's different, though, at the end of the day. What if you went a little closer? My question, Felix, how did you get these all off-grid? How did he get these all so close? That how? Maybe that's how. They were all so close. I want one centered. We have to build it off grid to do what I want to do. Starting a place by the fire pit, but still not enough? Yeah. It's also hence the reason I don't build hence the reason I don't specifically build with stem most of the time. Gonna work quite the way I want it, is it? Not gonna play nice, are we? It's gonna get weird. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Who's letting me play right now? Who said this was acceptable? Okay, okay. Also have to be really careful of these leaves. Is my big concern right now. A few things left to do in the main story. Just got the seed, but accidentally carried it all the way home instead of planting in the greenhouse. I accidentally did it really, really early, so, you know, we all do it. Like Sherlock Holmes said, give me problems, give me work. I mean, it does keep you busy, right? That is true. My brain does not function like Sherlock Holmes, though. I don't know if I need challenges in my life. I got plenty of those. I got a 2-year-old, almost 3-year-old. Challenges are every day. Those are constant. Taking me a week to build a wall around my place. Over by the starting lab. I mean, it's taken me months to build this thing, so. Don't have too high of expectations, you know. Nothing wrong with time. We have nothing but time in this game. Had nightmares about stem farming with your first rendition? Yeah, I very much hate stem farming. It's a soul-sucking activity at the end of the day. One of those things. It's just painful. Give me mushroom every day of the week, and I will be happy. I'm trying to build a base that incorporates the spooky noodle. What is the spooky noodle? What's up, Frostbit? Welcome in. Ouch. Oh, the spooky noodle. Duh. Yeah, the snake. Duh, duh, duh. Actually, who built the snake thing? Was that Travis? Earlier, the little, like, arch over it? I would love to see some builds with the snake. I think that's really cool. But yeah, if you're struggling with the stems, you got to get these. Bring your ant. Bring your little ant buddy. Fill him up, fill this up, and run across the map. It's worth it. Need to go like one more, I think. Think so? Alright, this is when... Yeah, we need to use this. Or we're gonna hate ourselves. just a bouncing maniac. What you're doing? Yeah. I was like, I thought it was you. Curious as to see what the rest of the mushroom set is. I think for the most part, it's going to be... It'll be curved walls, for sure. I'm hoping we get the half wall B. I noticed, I think I was talking to Rock Me. Correct me if I'm wrong. There, in the first game, there was like a parapet option that with these. So I hope we get pumpkin parapets. I really hope full set means we get a burr option as well. I would love a mushroom burr option. Also, like more windows. I do really like this door, but maybe another door. And mostly curved walls. It'll be half curved walls, curved wall windows, curved wall doors, potentially. Not sure what else it would be. Maybe like another vertical wall option. I hope it's, really do hope it's parapet options though. With like this little design. Are you doing a scary noodle build, Lude? Is that what you're saying? A spooky noodle? Is this right? No. That's 2 high? 3 high? What am I doing? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. That's the same, right? Okay, we're good. Redoing some stuff, incorporating new ideas. You always have new ideas though, right? When does your brain not have new ideas? Just a real question. One in real life, so you're super excited when you logged in and you saw it. That's awesome. Fantasy based? Interesting. You guys got me all intrigued. No! Wait a second. We're gonna hit these leaves. Oh no. This is what I was worried about. This is a problem. If we have 3 different... So what I'm thinking currently is that each elevator is gonna bring you to a different section of the base. And I'm 100% copying Felix here. Because I don't want to make an elevator that goes to the top and then you have to go down. Like, you have to have it bounce you to the next level, you know? That's the only way it works. But the main issue is these stupid leaves. If we have one here, we're going to hit this leaf. So I guess the question is, I guess the first level could be on this side. It only needs to be about as tall as this, which I guess we didn't really think this through. Kind of reminds me of a train station. Slytherin Station. What a great station. Wait, a horrible station. What are we talking about? Boo, Slytherin. Go, Gryffindor. Oh, wait, no, this needs to be taller. We have to go at least up to the next level. Pooh. Which will work. This'll work. This'll work. I think we can make it work. Curiosity picked, right? Wish you could trim them off with a pair of trimmers. Dude, the leaves are my arch nemesis in most of this game. They are the worst. I mean, I have an axe that I can chop down stems and stuff. Could I please, pretty please, have something that chops leaves out of the way? That would be wonderful. But yeah, like, it's just 2. I guess there's a couple, but realistically, the middle one should go all the way to the top. The one on the right would go to, like, storage, and the one on the left would go to, like, museums. So we'll make it work. Yeah, I'm still amazed that the build limit has been removed in survival, but not in creative. I don't know if I understand that one quite yet. It kind of baffles me. That was a hole in the ground. What is it? This? No. Why is it burr? Well, it's only burr. I love that that still works, though. Where's my lint? We got a whole chest. We're good, though. Guess technically we don't need this one. What we want is a roof to pop us up here. So maybe one of these and then a roof, like here. Possible. First thought was you could make some kind of plant creature entering your base through a portal wall or something. Interesting. No broken bones in your face from your husband's dog. So what happened? What's the pain from? Dogs? Just dogs in general? Dogs are just painful. Building inconsistencies, right? Wait, so we do need this one. Oh. Let me up. Nope. Okay, so we want this. Will that work? I think so. And then we'll do some crazy floor pattern or something. For sure, for sure. Deep bruising? Well, it could be worse, but walking Wednesday and they took x-rays? I mean, at least you don't have to deal with, like, broken bones. Okay, perfect, perfect. Beautiful. The dog does indeed always end with pain. Yeah. I don't... My 2-year-old gives me a lot more pain, though. Welcome back, Yorichi. Oh, those were not finished. Okay, good. We're good. It looks like something, right? I don't know what it looks like, but it looks like something. Yeah, this is the tower. Nurse told me he went to go get the doctor that for future F reference dog headbutt or don't headbutt the dog. You're like, thank you for your common sense. I didn't need that information, doctor. I knew that. That was information I already knew. But glad we covered that. Glad we're on the same page now. Feel worse for animals than I do for humans when things happen. Oh, 100%. People suck. Animals are the best. Got the infected broodmother trinket. Nice. You playing Grounded 1? Yeah, cool. Of course, that's what we wanted. Got a palm ski, and been on puppy duty the last 2 months. Isn't it the most fun and the worst thing ever? Last one to rehome. That's awesome. Puppy duty is like great and the worst thing at the same time. I swear I just heard the crow. Just trolling me. Ever trolling me. Okay, we're getting raided. Always wanted a Pomsky, but never owning another Husky again. I don't blame you at this point. Honestly, that was like, I grew up with a Springer Spaniel, and I freaking love that dog. I will never own a Springer Spaniel again in my life. It was just too much. Very similar to like Husky energy. Just too much. He was needy. You could throw the ball. We lived on this huge hill. Like, we lived on, like, a dead-end hill with a cul-de-sac at the bottom. And you could stand at the top of this, like, 200-300 yard huge downhill. I mean, it was, like, it was a huge downhill. And that dog, you could throw the ball for him for 4 hours. And he would never stop. And I'm like, I don't have the energy for that. I just don't have the energy. Can't do it. Couldn't deal with a Husky, but the worst are doodles. Yeah, I don't get the obsession with doodles of any kind. They just end up as dogs that don't listen most of the time. I don't know why everyone has to mix everything with a doodle. I'm like, my Bernese Mountain Dog, perfect. He's perfect. Why does everyone need a Bernedoodle? I don't get it. No one needed, no Bernese Mountain Dog needs to be mixed with a doodle. They were perfect as is. They were better dogs without the doodle in them, because doodles don't listen. They're just chaos. It's like taking a perfect dog and putting cocaine in it. No one needed that. That's all doodles are half the time. It's just cocaine energy. Currently running through the house with a bone in her mouth, flinging her head around, waiting to get whacked with a bone in the face. Yeah, no, Huskies have no regard for anyone else's safety. But it's the constant, like, a wooing, barking nonsense as well. I can't do it. Yeah, no one does the vast majority of people don't do research with animals in general, not even just dogs. They just hear, oh, I had the best doodle in the world, or I had the best husky, and I'm like, yeah, but it's like people who get Belgian Malinois. I'm like, no one that isn't in the police industry or military should own a Malinois. No one. They're just not a dog anyone should have in their home. But so many people own those dogs. And I'm like, you can't... That dog is going to kill someone. in like, it has too much energy and it's going to run you to death. Not that it's going to literally kill someone, but like, you don't have the energy for that kind of dog. No one has the energy for that kind of dog. It's going to run you to death. That dog will outrun you times 100. You can't make them tired. Yeah, hypoallergenic. Yeah, I don't get the obsession with hypoallergenic. I'd rather sneeze with my lazy dog that's laying right there than have the dog that's in my mouth in craziness all day long. And they're puppies 24/7. A mini Aussie doodle, and he's super smart and well behaved. He had his puppy phase, but he's super chill now. That's great, because like most mini, my wife's family all had mini Aussies. Chaos. Those dogs were insane. Absolute insanity. They were the worst. But I'm like, no one had the energy to work them out. They needed constant mental and physical energy burn. And so few people have the time and energy. Like, they're not like sit-at-home dogs. Like, I could leave Timber home for 8 hours and come home, take him on a 30-minute walk, and then he does this the rest of the night. He fits my lifestyle. He's crazy when I need him to be, and he's not when I don't want him to be. Why are there mosquitoes everywhere? What if we stopped all of this? Chip, what are you doing? What are we doing right now, Chip? Did you get in the game? Bro normally dies for the cause, but not tonight. Then you get, oh, he doesn't listen, he sniffs, he pulls. I don't know why they're this way, but no training. Yeah, like, I spent every 3 hours a day training Timber. And now he's ruined because we have a 2-year-old and he does whatever he wants. But he was a perfectly trained dog before the 2-year-old. Now he's given up on all training. But luckily there's enough like ingrained in his brain that he's not like a total mess. Like most dogs. It doesn't matter how good of a dog breed you have. They all take a lot of work. They really do. Let's support buying doodles. Let's get that straight. Adoption is fine. Oh, 100%. Yeah. I don't think anyone should just own a doodle. They're just not as easy as everyone thinks they are. It's like the fad. Everyone's like, oh, I own a doodle. It's a Havasphere doodle. Bernice. It's always golden doodles too. I'm like, as if a golden doodle needed, as if a golden retriever needed anything else. They were great as they were. We didn't need to ruin them. Boxers are nuts and high energy too. Had one when I was younger. My brother wants a boxer, and I'm like, they are chaos too. They're so angsty. They got way too much anxiety for me. I want a dog that doesn't need me but wants me. I don't want a dog that's gonna die if I turn around. And that's what most boxers are. They're not all. No dog is 100% that way though, but. What's up, chap? And thank you, man. Appreciate it. Very happy with the win. Feels good. Feels good. All yours were chill and lazy. Mine is all the all white one. There's all white boxers. What? An artist I watch, all of his kids are extremely allergic to dogs. They had to get a hypoallergenic dog just to be able to have one. That's about the only reason I condone it. Very specific reasons. But at the end of the day, like, don't get a doodle. We have a miniature poodle mix, and he's way better. We have a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel mix, and I would take that over a doodle any day. He's hypoallergenic, and he's lazy, and he's perfect. Minus, he has a lot of health issues. That part's not great, but that's life. A border collie. Oh no. Okay, we had him. We're good. Thousands of doodles? How do you have thousands of doodles? That's a lot of doodles. When the spider jump glitches out, it is the best. Fit in your turret with bomb rounds and spiky rounds with 30 spikes. Yeah, it does work for raids. I might have to build a raid base up there at some point or something to make it easier, but I kind of enjoy the combat at the same time. I'm not upset about it. Yes, I did win. I was one of the 5 winners of the Enshrouded build competition. Yes, Frostbit. Yes, we did. We did it. All white boxers are unfortunately blind? Is that just like a 100% thing? That's crazy. I don't think I've ever heard of an all-white boxer in the first place. I didn't know that was a thing. What am I supposed to do with these stupid leaves? Look how little room we have up here now because of these stupid leaves. Who made these? Oh, because you're an artist. True, true. I got it. I get it. I understand now. That one went over my head. It was a good dad joke. You're given a doodle because it was too much for your family that wanted to give him up. Had him for a few weeks, then the family wanted him back. They called us a week later to see if we still wanted him. That's so sad. That's rough. We can't handle him. No, we want him back. I'm like, oh gosh. I feel bad for that dog. Honestly, at the end of the day, there's no bad dogs. There's only bad owners. That is truly how it comes down to. Unless you're someone who adopted a dog that had a bad owner previously, then you're not the bad owner. You're just dealing. You're a better owner for dealing with someone else's poor decision-making skills. Thank you, Frostbit. Yeah, thank you. How did you decide how high to make this next level? High enough that it covered this is currently the only decision that we've made. Outside of that, chap, we're just winging it. We're winging it. I've had far too many adult drinks tonight to make proper decisions, so we're just winging it right now. And it may all change. We might regret everything we do tonight. We might regret everything. It might be a problem. But at this point, we're in it. We're just in it. Oh, we're so in it. An average of 1,200 sheets of printer paper a year with drawings? Dude, holy cow. That's crazy. Poodles are great, but doodles, it's the mixtures where you're like, just leave a poodle as it is. It's fine. We don't have to mix everything. Yeah, gave in to his kids wanting one. Yeah, that's how a lot of people are. Just get a dog. Not always, but a lot of all whites are, especially if they have blue eyes. That's so interesting. I've never even seen one before. Yours wasn't blind, though. I think he had spots under his coat. Could be. Albino animals are also blind? That's so random. Never knew. Have you seen the UFCs, like UFC fighting? What? Notice the bubbles too when you run through water, they look weird. Wait, what? Who what hit? Yeah, Ashley, we get, I think it's like €100 gift card to the Enshrouded merch shop. And what I'm more excited about is we get our name in the honor event hall. So there's like a temple or whatever you want to call it. Inside the Enshrouded world, so you can go visit it, and it has all the winners of all the build competitions and stuff that they've had, which is what I'm mostly excited about. Winging it is working? Sure, yeah, I mean, we'll see. We might regret our decisions later, but this is kind of what I was thinking. I want, like, enough to cover this whole area, and then we got to build some craziness, and I don't know what's happening here, so that might change, but kind of thinking we build down to make a cool roof with like this kind of concept, but at the top there. How that's gonna work, I don't know. Well, so nothing in life is 100%. I'm saying the majority of issues with dogs is bad owners, but there's nothing 100% in life by any means. No, you're 100% right. There are bad everything out there, but it's more so an exception to the rule, I would say. The majority of problems with dogs are really, really poor ownership. But nothing's 100% in life. Yes, Joey, we won. We won. The winners, I wish I could tell you what the names of them all were. But on the Enshrouded YouTube, they posted a little YouTube short today saying who won, and then as well the video competition winner as well, and the random winners as well. But the winning builds were like the tide halls, so it was like the castle sort of build with the sunken, like the lower level was sunken beneath the water. The shroud sewers build, the like Japanese pagoda type build that was all sunken underwater, the floating whale, the whale goda, I can't remember what it was called, but the floating whale thing as well. Chisel Chip is here. Let's go. Speaking of the man of the hour, what's up, man? How's it going? How you doing? And then my build as well. How you doing, Chisel? Hopefully you're having a great night. As some of you may or may not know, Chisel was one of the judges. We didn't bribe him or anything. Thank goodness. I don't know if he would have even taken it. Congrats on the win. Well, thank you, man. I'm very happy. Hard worth was all worth it. Huge bribe from Timber. I know, I've been sending him subs and whatever it takes. I was giving him all the moss. I put secret chests in my build for all the build materials for him to take home. Whatever it takes to win, right? There was no bribe, and not a bribe in sight. No, no, no. Oh, man. But thank you. I'm so happy that you guys enjoyed the build. I don't know if I poured myself more into a build in my life. That one was... I gave that one everything I had. So I'm very happy to win. I wanted to have my name... every time I go in the event honor hall and I see Chisel Chip Halloween competition, and I'm like, I want my name in this game forever. I need that. I don't care about anything else. I want to be in the best building game I've ever played. That was the goal. As soon as they said you got in the event honor hall, I was like, I need that in my life. Definitely impressive and super hard to pick the top ones. Dude, I do not envy you at all. Is someone like, I do base reviews and stuff. It is so difficult because everything like is so good in its own way at the end of the day. There are so many good things about every build. I don't envy you guys. But at the same time, I'm like, I really want to win, so I maybe am considered as a judge for the next one. Because I really would enjoy, like, winning as you did, and then potentially becoming a judge for future ones. Because, like, now that I've won one, I don't really want to, like, I don't want to, like, compete in future ones necessarily. Because I would feel bad, like, winning multiple competitions. So I'd be like, I really wanted to win, get my name in the game. That was the initial goal. And then I'm like, and then maybe as a content creator, I would be considered for judging in future build competitions, because I really enjoy viewing people's bases and doing, like, tours that you did. So I was like, I think I would really enjoy that, even though it's really hard. Especially because there were so many builds. Give up my spot next time and you can take over as a judge. Hey, I'll do it. I do really enjoy it. I think I would really enjoy being a judge. I do so much of it now. I raid a lot of bases and stuff. I know it's not easy by any means, but like it'd be fun. I will happily take your spot if you're willing to give it, though. But also, at this point, you're such a good builder as well. I feel like you're stuck. You're in it now, like, at the end of the day. It was super fun. Just need to convince my audience that I need a small Enshrouded break. Dude, hence the reason we're playing Grounded right now. That I finished that build, and I was like, dude, I'm burnt. I got nothing left for Enshrouded at the moment. As great of a game as it is, don't get me wrong. It was like, that's a lot of Enshrouded. So you won't find me upset if you take a break. I get it. Building in the competitions is just as exhausting as judging them and stuff. Jump back into Grounded 2 as well. Haven't played since launch. It's really fun. They've done a lot. I know your channel loves the like dark. Oh, I can't remember what the wording you said specifically, but the more like dark gaming survival style and stuff, where it's very different than Grounded, but I'd love to see you play it. It's a lot of fun. They've added a lot of really good things. It's been really good. Just watched the Enshrouded video. Congratulations to all that participated. Yeah, Joey. Thank you, man. There was some insane builds, too. There was a lot of competition. I was sweating. Worst part, who told Keen to do it alphabetical? Do you know how stressful it is to be the last person announced? My heart was racing. It was so stressful. Why did they have to do that to me? I had myself doing the alphabet in my head, like, because the last one was like P, and I was like, oh my gosh, what comes after P? Did I lose? Am I in it still? I was horrified. My heart was racing. And then my wife heard me go, yes! And she's like, did you win the competition? And I was like, yes, I won. We did it. She's like, oh, thank goodness. The last month and a half wasn't a total waste of time. It was a long month. It was a long 2 months. Yeah, dark fantasy, yeah. Yeah, not as good for your channel, but it's really fun to play. I'm very glad that Grounded has done well on the channel. But that's how we got started, so it's a little bit different, of course. Alphabetical is unbiased. Man, it was stressful, though. I was like, oh my gosh, being last, I was like just sitting there. It wasn't even a long video, and it was still really stressful. I don't think I was having like a mini heart attack the whole day. Even after winning, I couldn't calm down. It was a lot. OG Grounded audience, which is nice. Seems to do well for you. Yeah, it really does. The great part is the Grounded community is so freaking good. They are some of the best. Enshrouded has a really good community too, but there's just so many games that just have horrible audiences these days. I think that's my favorite part about it. So positive and uplifting. Did the same thing. Everybody's tough till they see red eyes and brown fuzz and is surrounded by total darkness. Makes the win even sweeter. Yeah, it was like, whew. My heart was racing for hours. You can go tear down your crappy tower and reclaim the precious flame. Yeah, the worst part about my build is now I can't undo anything. So I use like 20-something water sources, and they're not going away now. It's not going anywhere because that's part of my mega build world. So like, those are committed. I can never undo it. We're stuck with them in the best way, but like I only have so many water sources now when we get back to playing Enshrouded again. Next update, we're going crazy again. They do have an amazing community for sure. Definitely put Grounded up there with my favorites. Yeah, I really do feel like they're one of the best. We have our one local troll, which funnily enough, now that I won the competition, I don't think he's gonna be around as much because he was very adamant that we would never win. And oh, do I love proving people wrong. There might have been some negative motivation, or I guess not negative, but positive motivation from our local troll. There was some motivation there, for sure, to prove him wrong. And we did it. We done did it. And now I don't really know what he's going to talk about anymore. He's not going to have a whole lot to say. Makes me really happy. Make him go away for a little while. Not that my life is consumed by those types of things, but it feels really good to shut the haters up a little bit. I'm getting real tired of him being around in stream all the time. Hopefully he has something better to do with his time now. Throwing it back down at the bridge to think about life decisions? Yeah, right? Is this gonna work? No. Bobby the Builder? Whatever his name was. He's got 15,000 different accounts now. Just to patrol. How am I gonna do this? I feel like I need one more. You be your, yeah, we can have positive trolls all we want. Feel free. But hopefully we've escaped him for a long time. He doesn't have a whole lot to talk about anymore. Hopefully he's long gone. I don't need anyone around here calling people the R word and stuff. We don't need that kind of stuff in our lives. I can take it, but I don't need that for anyone else in my life. Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. Exactly. Good times only. What's happening now? Why are we not working all of a sudden? It was working and then it didn't. Okay, we're good. Gotta get this next one. Wait. Well, we lost it. Felix, come build my bounce web elevator. Oh, we're dying. Okay, okay. I get it. There's a leaf. We're good. There's a roof. Stop. Stop. Please stop. No, I'm fine with people talking crap about me. I couldn't care less, but it's all the other stuff that they do. That Timber is doggy per usual. He's overjoyed with the win. Yeah, biggest fan over there. What a supporter. Hey, Timber. Can you come here? Come here. Want a treat? I mean, since the channel is named after Timber, you deserve some treats too. You did a good job. Want a treat? Oh, that's a good boy. Can you sit? You shake? What? Come on. Yeah. Now other paw. This paw. Okay. Oh, a standing shake. You spin? What a lackadaisical spin. Good boy. You get 2. That's it. You get 2 a day. That's it. He's the best. He's a good boy. Yeah. What a win. That's the most effort he's put in all day, guys. What a life. What a life. Yeah, I know. That was all you had to do the whole day. He hasn't had to do anything else the entire day. What a life. I'm jealous. I want to lay down and do nothing. Not that I did a whole lot today, but the spin was 10 out of 10. Normally there's a little more oomph to his spins. There really is. That was the lazy spin. He didn't give us a whole lot on that one. Eyeballing me loving your dog. Your cat's like, are you kidding me? Cats are diabolical. You can't be caught lacking when you have a cat. They'll plot their revenge. You'll be careful. They know where you sleep. Yeah, they love you, Timber. You don't even know what we're talking about, but they love you. They love you to death. Look in the camera. You're too close, as always. Lasers. the laser looks. They really do. A petty dog owner. Honestly, I would have a cat if I didn't have, like, kitty litter and stuff. Not that I love scooping dog poop. I despise scooping dog poop. I've watched my wife's best friend has 2 cats, and we've watched their cats when they're out of town and stuff. I hate kitty litter and just how cats go to the bathroom. It's the worst. It's all over the place all the time. It stinks up the house. Not that this guy isn't a stinky goofball, but he's a better stink. Dogs wake me up kicking me in the middle of the night. I let them lay on the couch with me all day, and I'll pretend I'm dreaming and wake them up like they do me. Luckily, Timber, he sleeps on the bed for the first like 30, 40 minutes, and then he gets frustrated that the bed's too hot, and then he immediately goes and lays on the floor. But the other dog and the 2-year-old, I get kicked by the 2-year-old all the time because he ends up in our bed every night, which is just a blast. Highly recommend. It's a really good time. My wife gets our 2-year-old's head, and I get his feet. Right in my ribs. It's gross, but gotta love him. Yeah. If my wife picked the cat, I would be fine with cats. The cat I had growing up was like the spawn of Satan. Cat hated everyone and everything. It hated life. Just didn't like anyone. It hated its entire existence. Thing was a menace to society. Yeah, oh, people are gross. No, honestly, cats are way less gross than my 2-year-old is, though. Like, the 2-year-old's quite disgusting most of the time, so honestly, it's a lose-lose either way. What happened to my mushroom chest? I had a whole chest. Where's my shrooms? Disappeared. Where'd they go? Oh, did I move them way up top? I did, didn't I? Ruh-roh. What's the building mechanic here? You pick it, then commit to it, and it appears. Yeah, you kind of just guess and hope it all works out, right? That's how I'm working it. Why can I not jump a single block? Can't own a cat unless I find a hypoallergenic one. That's not a bad thing. Dude, what is this? I definitely had a chest with mushrooms in it, and it has disappeared. There's somewhere. There is a chest somewhere. Where has it gone, though? Oh, there it is. How do we get to it? Here's the shroom chest. I found it. We did it. We did it. Bombastic side eyes. They are the best. Their looks could kill. I'd be gone 100 times over. It really is true. They just loathe you all the time. Your son and husband are allergic to cats. It feels like that's pretty common. Oh, it's a blueprint. Yeah, the Grounded, unlike Enshrouded and stuff, uses blueprints. So you can like all I'm doing is for me it's center mouse button, but you can click and place blueprints before you commit to building the whole thing. So you get a little bit of a test option is really what it comes down to. I guess we placed this piece too early. Let me out. Yeah, I really like it. It allows you to do a little bit of testing before fully 100% committing to everything, which is nice. Creative mode with some Pineapple Express gonna be fun tonight? Yeah. That's what it feels like, right? Dog hairs tickling me. No, you can go closer. Don't do this. It's a pretty unique one. There aren't many games using blueprints like this. Might be good. If I fall one more time in Enshrouded, I swear I really need God mode when building. Honestly, that Enshrouded tower, the tower that I made, that thing, I died so many times. Like, embarrassing. It was an embarrassing amount of times. It was so embarrassing. Like, I wish I kept track of it all. Absolutely embarrassing how many times I died building that stupid tower. I mean, it all worked out, but we died a lot. Far too many times. Am I already out of bug rubber? Couldn't have fallen as many times as I. God Lord, it's so insane. No, I'm telling you, that tower we died hundreds of times building. Hundreds. It was a lot. At one, I created a death counter. I wasn't building this on stream, but I literally made a death counter in Enshrouded because we died so many times building normal bases. Let alone the massive tower floating off the ground. That thing killed us hundreds of times. Y'all would have loved the build process. I couldn't mentally build the competition. Unfortunately, I needed the mental space to just build in silence with the amount of detail and stuff that was in that build. So I unfortunately did not stream any of the building, which I mean, it worked out. I'm not upset about it, but that you guys would have been dying. So many deaths. Ridiculous amounts of death. Pipple is about to get a World Awakening treatment. What is that? I need more mushrooms. What'd you do to him? We are getting creative mode in Enshrouded at some point. Coming to once we get 1.0, but that's not what I wanted. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. Could we get out of here? What is this? These things are going to be the death of me. Who in the developers team thought this was a good idea? Guarding you from the other dogs. It's a losing battle. You never guard mom. My inventory's too full. I gotta dump some of this stuff. Luckily, in terms of competition for my dogs, we have a 100-pound Bernese Mountain Dog and a 12-pound miniature poodle Cavalier King Charles Spaniel mix. And the King Charles Spaniel miniature poodle that weighs about 10-12 pounds runs the house. He's got one eye. He ain't got no teeth. That dog doesn't take no crap. He doesn't want any. He will not take any crap. This turd is whipped into shape by that little dog. He knows his place. He don't take no crap. It's always the small dogs that have the big dog complex, though. Every little dog has big dog complex. She's laying on me or next to me, even sitting next to me. No other dogs can come near me without being pushed away or side-eyed. Yeah. Want to nip it in the bud, but before it turns into anything more, I mean, someone's got to be the mama's dog. Someone's got to do it. It's only right that it's a pit bull doing it, you know? What's the husky gonna do? That's not gonna do anything. Pitbull doesn't care about that crap. You're the alpha? Yeah, for sure. What's up, Grim? Just got home from work a little bit ago. What's up, man? How you doing? Wait, we need to go move those floors. Or this is not gonna work. So what I actually need... Oh, my mushroom. Solid husky impression. It's pretty dead on, right? They all do it. They're predictable. Yeah, we're messing with this. I would absolutely say these are Felix inspired, for sure. No question about it. I don't know how he did it, though. I feel like his were more fancy. Mine are just kind of doing the trick. Yours has a deeper voice? Oh, dang it. What? Why are we not hitting this one? What is happening here? It's not far enough, that's what it is. Oh, don't bounce. Surely that's enough. Yeah, no, I will give Felix all the credit on these. Oh, he's better at it than I am, though. He gets all the credit because I don't know what I'm doing. I can't. Why can't we? What are we doing? Honestly, they're a lot harder to make than Felix makes it look like. I'm going to give him that. Okay, we're going back down. I've always built them too wide. So, like, these really, really close ones are a lot harder to make. And to make work well. Exponentially harder to make work well. I also don't know why I... No. I should probably be using more layers. I think. Like going to the max is like 3 levels doesn't make it easier by any means. Makes it much harder. Who stole all my materials? Understand the principle, but the execution. Oh no, it's not easy. His worked really, really well. I think mine is I don't put enough of them. Is half the issue. His were like he had one of these bounce webs placed like every level. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm about efficiency. Wanted to make one like Felix, and it turned out more like a knockoff brand. I mean, welcome to Temu. Welcome to Temu. We're making it work, but it's definitely not as good. I mean, what are we doing? Oh my gosh, what am I doing with my life? Oh no. Everything's failing. I'm just dying. That's all we're really doing. Never drink and stream, people. I feel like I just heard a bone crunch. Yeah, I'm breaking my legs building this dang thing. Big dome room is neat. It's something. I don't know if it's neat yet, but it's getting there. Okay. It's working. We need snake scales. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, we are getting there. I need to remember to farm these snake scales, though, or we're going to have serious problems going forward. It's not as consistent as I would like. That is for sure. This is going to go further up. This is going to be this level. Gonna let the hounds out and feed them? Sounds good. No worries. I know what it's like if you don't feed the dogs. They get angry. We have a lot of detail and stuff to add, but we're getting the basics done first. Okay, I feel like, ouch, ouch. Okay, go right there. No, land. I can't tell if this one's placed well, or is it just the fact that there's no mushroom. Okay, it works. It works. The 3 elevator concept? Yeah, we might need more, is what I'm scared about. Because we're going to have... We have a level to the crafting storage area. That's going to be to something probably similar height to this area. Maybe a little less. It probably doesn't need to be quite this big. And then above that, we're going to need an armory. And then above that, we're going to need bug museum / head mount museum / art museum. And then above that, we're going to need a hall of builders area. And I feel like we can get away with storage crafting being one, armory being one, museum, bug museum / art museum being one. But then how do we get to the hall of builders one? So we almost need 2 more, but this doesn't work with more than 3. It currently only works with 3 levels. Because, like, we can go up the middle one, and then we're really screwed because we hit this thing, which was really poor planning. Now that I'm really looking at this is not going to be good. I think. Yeah, no, we're doomed. This is not going to work. Don't drink and stream, people. But we centered it, so we're even more doomed. I don't know. Still haven't nailed down how I'm getting 7 scales a day. Only works sometimes. Can't figure out what triggers the respawn yet. Hey, if it works, right? Wilson community was testing 2. Also works sometimes. I mean, make a separate one from the 2nd level to the Hall of Builders. That would probably work. It'd be like OJ's Glove. Yeah, I mean, we could make more levels, but I'm like, I like the idea of an elevator going to each one. But then where do we go down? We haven't planned out going down at all. Make it double-sided. Floors 1 through 3 on one side, 4 through 6 on another. That could work. I guess that could work. Could be worse. I don't know. First world problems. Biggest issue is this leaf gonna be a real problem or not? It's like so close to not being a problem, but it could be a real problem. Such a small incursion that I don't know. Make it double-sided. Oh wait, I read that. They have a channel in the center to get you down. Yeah, but the center is here. So, like, where's the real center? Slide tube on the back of each elevator. The issue is you have these everywhere. The only way you can build 3 of them this close is by angling these ones on the side. So I don't leave a whole lot of room. I mean, I guess the easy solution, I guess, is just do this on the sides. Which, I mean, probably works. But does it look as cool as Felix's? I don't know. Separate shaft somewhere else that drops you all the way down. I want them like some semi-centralized is the issue. That's the hard decision. What is the right decision? Nobody knows. That's for sober timber. Speaking of which, the landing pad they are massive. A big one in the middle. I hate to redo all you just did, but you could make a big hexagonal tower full of elevators. That sounds like so much work to redo it all. My brain can't comprehend redoing everything. We're definitely freeballing tonight. Definitely freeballing tonight. We're seeing how it all ends up. Not a whole lot of planning going on. It could be worse to redo things, but we're committing right now, and then we'll sober up on Wednesday and make decisions on if we actually like what we did tonight or if we actually hate what we did tonight. I always knew I wanted it semi-centered. Yeah, this is the issue with the whole thing I'm doing right here. Because you can't take this floor down. This is always going to be, it's like supporting the bounce webs. We have to find a more interesting way to get down, I guess. It doesn't work doing it. The sides would be the easy option. But what do we try and or do we buck up and figure it out? Oh my goodness. Press the right button. Thank you. Why does this not want to go here? That's the question. Close. Not close enough. What about some down shafts on the adjacent sides? Use frost ideas on two walls, then the other two take you down. Switch the floor with another material, then you can delete the floor that supports the bounce web. A what? Back for a bit after the dogs are done eating and need to make the hubby some food. That sounds nice. I do all the cooking around here. I don't know what that is, but I kind of like it. Oh. Don't want to cook because I have to wash the pot I need to use. Oh, that's the worst. There's nothing worse than having to wash stuff to be able to cook. It's the worst. All I want is someone to do the dishes. I could cook all day. Switch the floor with another material. You can delete the floor that supports the bounce web. But even so, I don't really know if that solves the issue. I think, is what I'm thinking. Because the bounce webs... What? This worked earlier. Get out. Why is this one not working? Oh, because there's not one there. Is that what's happening? Oh yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, the larger problem is that we have to have the bounce web elevators in these corners. So no matter, getting rid of that support material doesn't really solve the problem, I don't think. Like, getting rid of that floor, you still would hit the bounce web elevator. And the only way to get them to work the way I'm thinking, we have, the mentality's interesting, so don't think it's logical right now, but without having the bounce web elevators clipped into the corners, doesn't really matter what we do on the sides. I think we just have to pick a different spot to get down the way these are designed. Maybe what we need to do is watch Felix's video again. But I mean, even getting rid of the floors, this is in a spot that if you tried to jump down here, you would just hit these no matter what. So it doesn't really matter what we do. Like, why did this become bad? What am I doing? Like, this does not become a down area. I think we just have to come up with a different spot for a down area, which is fine. Like, I don't know. I'm not cognitively impaired enough. I am cognitively impaired enough that I can't think through that kind of stuff enough. You guys are expecting far too much out of my brain right now. Can't think like that. Sorry, I had a few messages from my Enshrouded build that I wanted to get back to. Because ADHD is one hell of a drug. I saw something and I had to act. Ooh, a squirrel. Distractions. Down shafts, like opposite, you mean like this wall? Or you mean like the opposite being if this is north, like the south wall, or opposite being like the east or west walls? Like all the way. I mean, I'm guessing somewhere over here, right? Issue over here is then we run into this weird thing. And I don't want a wall falling in the middle. I I don't necessarily think it might be a problem to put them like further away too. It couldn't, like, putting them in like the corners or something may not be an issue as well. But it really feels like we need 5 of these elevator shafts. East, west, and then north is up to further levels. Yeah, that might be the way to go. Dogs are done eating? No worries, Laced. It almost feels like we have to. I think what Felix did really well is, I think his was 3. And his tower was the right size for it. We have so many more levels planned, is the problem. So I think, which is very common, like realistically, in larger buildings, very often you would go up a certain amount of floors and then you would go over and go up more floors, which isn't necessarily a problem. But it's also possible that realistically, the armory, the bug museum, and the art museum are like one continuous thing that don't necessarily, like, they could be connected by stairs. Because realistically, the armory and the bug museum and the art museum are all doing the same thing. So I'm not opposed to the idea that those are one elevator shaft. So if we have crafting storage, then Hall of Builders, then museum, we kind of circumnavigate that at the same time. And I think it would be kind of cool to do more staircases throughout the like museum level instead of just forcing, because they're all doing the same thing, I think, is what my brain is thinking right now. So I think we might be able to get away with 3 levels, and then we can just figure out a shaft system to get through the rest of it. What's up? Oh, speak of the devil, Felix, look what you started us on. I'm trying to copy your dang elevators, and it's killing me. Your elevators are not easy to replicate. Why do you make it look so easy? We're doing it. I'm not happy about it, but we're doing it. They're kind of working. They're just not working amazingly. The efficiency in ways that you get down from yours work too well. I also have way too many floors that I'm trying to design it and into the same thing. And it's not that easy. Library style for the museum, 2 sets of stairs going to 2nd floor. Yeah, I think that makes more sense in reality. Connect them all. You don't, sorry. I love my handicapped people, but unfortunately, you will not be able to access the, it's just not going to happen on this one. You're not going to be able to access every floor of the museum. As much as I would love it. I really would. It's just not going to happen on this one. You get the 1st floor of the museum and nothing else. That's just an unfortunate style. Technically, you probably could toss a wheelchair into the bounce elevators. I'm not saying it's going to end well. I'm not going to say it's going to end well, but make the back off-grid bounce webs, you can put them closer. Because, like, the whole thing is off-grid, but I feel like I couldn't figure out how to get them closer. Because they don't want to overlap each other very well. Was my struggle. Like, off-grid or not, were you snapping them? Because I feel like you had, like, this angle. That's what we had. The whole column is off-grid. But then I can't get these to, like, want to place over each other, no matter what I do. But even closer, I don't know if closer really helps. But zip lines will be for late. Oh no. What happened to the bounce webs? What is this? This was working not 10 minutes ago. It's a struggle, for real. I'll have to watch your video again. We're doing this slightly impaired, which is not a helpful process by any means. The zip lines. Or later, like, chairs that go upstairs. Yeah, you just, if you can't use your legs, you just hold on really hard. I sound insensitive as hell right now. I mean, it's working. It's working. Felix's are faster, though. The 2 bounce webs must be both on a different grid. How do you get them on a different grid? I feel like they don't want to place next to each other. No matter what I do. I don't know. I think it's good enough, right? It's good enough. Not upset about it. I think it's working. I think we can make it work. As is. Two different levels of floor. I think that makes sense. I think I get what you're saying. So instead of doing them on the same level, you had like one below and one above. I think that makes sense. But yeah, I think this works. I think we're good. I'm not upset about this. I think it works. That works. They're not perfect, but they're not bad. Oh, and the leaf doesn't affect us. Okay, we're good. Can I get to the top though? No. Okay, we can. We're good. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I think we're gonna be okay with what we're doing. It's not perfect, but it is functional. Why is it only Burr that doesn't want to place? I cannot understand why it's only Burr. It's fine, because it works, but... Lord have mercy. And at least we have the hack, so we can make it work. This, actually, the problem's going to be the bounce web. That's going to be the bigger issue to get to place here. We'll see. I could probably just put them lower and then not worry about it, but faster you can always add more. Yeah, we can add more in the middle. I think that's what we're going to have to do here. Since these land directly on the leaves, we'll have to put them like one level lower. But my OCD says you're not allowed to do that. Yeah, as expected. Go one level lower, and it will be fine. 2 levels lower, and it'll be fine. Ouch. I always start with like the 3 like I'm doing, and I always regret it. I don't know why. Every time. They're so much better when you put them like 2 things apart, 2 levels apart. And I just never do it from the start. I don't know why. efficiency, less materials, I guess. Is how my brain's thinking. Who thought it was a good idea to do this while I've been drinking all night? This is poor life decisions. Oh my gosh, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. This is embarrassing. Who gave me a platform like this? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why you guys watch me. There's no way in the world that this is not placing here. This. No way. Impossible. It's actually impossible. Physically impossible. It ain't the truth. We fit through that if I build that? Does that actually screw it up? Unclear. It actually screws it up. Okay. Then too high it is. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. As I always say. Alright, lesson learned. Put it down up here. There's no way. What are we doing? Lord. Pretty smooth? This Jack and Coke is pretty smooth. I don't know if anything else is pretty smooth. Everything else feels like a mess. Who knows what I'm doing with my life? Okay, that's surely good enough, right? Put it here. Do what we should have done the whole time. Yeah, we need it here. For the center. Which I can't test anymore. 12 minutes? Let's go. Well, 12 minutes of this is what you're getting. I don't know what else to offer you, Laced. I'm sorry. I got nothing else for you. Bounce web hell. It's all we got tonight. It is working. Now, we could go and add more layers to this whole thing, but is that what we're gonna do? I don't know. Love it? Alright, well if Felix loves it, then we're fine. means we've succeeded at life. He's the bounce web king. Can we match this other angle, though? That's the question. To get this to look good. The answer is yes-ish. What are you moaning about, Timber? What? Your life is so hard you had to get up and move? He had to move, guys. End of his life. Life's over. It's a rough life, isn't it? Being a big goofball. Oh, you're supposed to look at the camera. No one wants to see your back. Best part about this build is that building everything this, like, with the mushroom pillars distance above the ground means we can just place layers and off-grid stuff everywhere. To, like, fully expect that the inside of this, if we had the handy nat, will be an exceptional amount of just crazy layering of just randomness wherever I can put it. Now, without the handy nat, I don't know what the plan is, because this is not going to be easy to build the inside of this without complete chaos, but there you go. People can see you now. You're too cute to not look at the camera. You're too close as always, though. How do we move? I don't know how to move this camera to a more successful spot where he's not just like putting his mouth over it. He's always so close to it. Every time. I can take pieces off of the camera, but I'm just never expecting him to be this close. Big old booty scratches. Give him the dad pats. Give him the dad pats. Oh, yeah. Moan like your life's horrible, Timber. That's what everyone wants to hear. I need to get Timber mic'd up so everyone can hear the moans. Buy a little squeaker and place it behind the camera so when you press it, he stares at the camera. Dude, he doesn't give a crap about toys. Hardest part about him, he doesn't like treats. He likes the joint treats that I can only give him 2. But everything else, he couldn't care less about. I have a freaking 2-foot long freaking ostrich leg bone. And he doesn't care about it at all. He couldn't care less. Toys? Who cares? He doesn't give a crap. He has no interest. He's so hard to entertain. He just wants my attention. That's all he cares about in life. Which is fine. Like, it makes me feel good. But at the same time, like, it doesn't make it easy for him to be entertained. Will this work? Okay, that works. But like squeaker toys, nothing. Doesn't get him. He doesn't care. He is one tough puppy. I remembered we need to go farm the snake when we can, because we're gonna run out of snake scales so fast when we really start building these roof pieces I have in mind. Can't forget. Yeah, he's too cool for everything. He'll chew on his bone. He has... My father-in-law got like half a cow, and he gave us like half of the bones. And Timber doesn't care. Got him that ostrich leg thing, doesn't care. He's so hard to entertain. Oh no. Where are we? He is incredibly difficult to entertain. All he wants to do is be pet and go on walks. Your dog Scooby? Your dog's name is Scooby and you're just now mentioning this? What a name. No! That was close. No! Alright, we got 3 of 4. Chip. There you are. Care less about toys, but treats and bones. Forget it. His full name is Scooby-Doo. What a name. Your husband's dog's name is Daphne. We have Cooper and Timber. If I get another Bernese Mountain Dog, I'm probably gonna get a female, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna name it Aspen. I don't know why I love that name for a dog. And then I can call it Ass. But not in a derogatory way. Come here, you ass. What? What do you want? Where's the snake? Run him over. Dog insists on... Oh, yeah. Come right here. Right here. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, yeah. We're gonna get him. Oh, yeah. Wait right there. We're laying the trap. Stay there. No, you're going the wrong way. What are you doing? Who told you to turn this way? You're supposed to go the other way. That was disappointing. I thought we had him. I wanted him to get chomped. Dog insists on taking his favorite plush outside to roll around with it every time he goes in the backyard. Yeah, I constantly am telling my wife to stop letting Timber, because he takes his toys outside and then never plays with them again. And they just live out there. They just go to die outside. As soon as they go outside, he never plays with them again. Like, he cannot leave the house with a toy, or it ends up being an outside death. He'll never touch him again. Wanted to name her Velma, but your husband said that was a stupid name. I mean, when your other dog is named Scooby-Doo, is it though? Is it though? I think it's perfection is what it really is. If you just were naming a dog Velma for no reason, I agree, stupid name. But if you have a dog named Scooby-Doo, I mean, and then you need a really hairy dog named Shaggy. That's the dream. That's the dream. Snake didn't want to bet in the middle of y'all's beef. I know, what is this? Like, what a rip. I would have gone in on the bet with him. I would have shared the spoils. What are you doing? I swear, Chip is all in one. Killed an orc invasion like that? That's the best way you could kill an orc invasion, honestly. There is no better option. How do you get granola bars? Really? It's just go into all the field stations. That's the only location that they're in. Out of anything. Welcome in, Mark, by the way. I feel like we need design here. I don't know what I want to do, though. He brings his toys back inside because he doesn't want to be without them. Oh yeah, Timber brings them outside and they're done. They're dead forever. An Afghan breed named Shaggy would be so good. Yeah, any dog with a long hair breed would be so good. Noodles are done. BRB sounds good. What's up, Broken 07? Welcome in. How you doing tonight? I mean, I like this, but do we Does it need to be another material, maybe? Do we need to get the pumpkin involved? Somehow? Where's all my materials? What happened? What's your quest? Build ridiculous big things. That is the quest. Outside of that, I got nothing. We just build big stuff around here. Build cool, build big. That's what we do. We have finished the entire game. So at this point, it is just build big things. Outside of that, I don't know. Like, dang, floors are in the way. Get ready for work, but I'll still be lingering. Sounds good, Rock Me. No worries. Have a great day at work. Catch you on the next one. These off-grids are not going to work together very well, are they? Like a little bit of pumpkin detail here. I'm not sure how, though. Grounded 2, beating Grounded 1, so I can beat Grounded 2 and New Game Plus. Yeah, it is Grounded. We are currently playing Grounded 2. Yes. I do fully suggest beating Grounded 1. It is an incredible game. Very fun. Being that Grounded 2 is in early access, I wouldn't necessarily rush to get into it. It is really fun, though. It's great. But I have like 3,000 hours in Grounded 1, so we're at that point where Grounded 2 is the place to be. But it is really cool. The additions and stuff in the game are awesome. If you're enjoying Grounded 1, you will absolutely enjoy Grounded 2. Not centered. They're a tour on Tuesday, and there's still room. I'm working on a small camp, but I think it would be fun to see. I'm still working on it maybe next week. I think we're fine. We should have room. Let's see. What do we got? Currently, it ever loads. Real slow. We have that. Finish that. We have 1, 2, 3. We only have 4 bases right now, Felix. So if you want to go on Tuesday, I'm happy to show off a base. And I can get you on the list. We have 1 person that wants to go on the 17th, and we have 4 others, not including yours. So you will absolutely fit on Tuesday if you want to. Grounded 2 is just Grounded 1 with upgrades. Grounded 2 is what Grounded 1 wanted to do. Yeah, I'll throw you on the list, and if you finish, you finish. If not, no worries. Yeah, we definitely have room. I mean, that's what makes Grounded 2 so great. Is Grounded 1 was an incredible game, but it had so many limitations because they were working with old consoles, and there was just a lot of things in the game that limited everything. So Grounded 2 is everything that they wish they could have put in the first game, which is great because the first game was incredible. Building a creative build for Tuesday, it's so fun. Oh, Travis, do you want on the list as well? I don't think I have you on the list, right? Why is this loading so slow? Yeah, if you want on the list, let me know. We'll have, if Felix finishes his, we'll have 5. One of those is a re-review. I don't know if Backwoods got his multiplayer working. I'm assuming by Tuesday he'll get it working. But we usually do 5 to 7. So we could probably fit 2 more in there if you want, Travis. And we always need more. We never have enough. But yeah, if you want on, just let me know. Wait a second. We're getting rated, are we not? I feel like it would have already happened, but... Get at me. I'm not sure if I'll make it in time. May need to be the next one. No worries. Happy to get you on the list, and if it's not for Tuesday, it's on the next one. It's all good. Welcome back, Laced. Gold card. Never. It's only a small camp. Mine is only a small camp, so don't need a lot of time in the review. Yeah, no worries. We've seen incredible small builds, so no worries. But yeah, I'll get you on the list as well, Travis. On and ready to go. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. All good. But the list was looking thin, so... Give me your gold card. So I never have to fight one again. So it doesn't look like we were getting raided. Who filled up my inventory? Who pooped my pants? Oh, let's get this out. Never lucky. Used up all my luck winning the Enshrouded build competition. Now we're doomed. We're never gonna get another gold card as long as we live. This thing is gonna be so crazy. Oh, my brain hurts just looking at it. I don't know why I thought I was getting raided, but I swear I was. Could have sworn. Too much stuff. Congratulations on the win. Thank you. Appreciate that. I am very happy. I haven't had this good of a day in a long time. Not that I have bad days necessarily, but it's not often you have this good of a day. And getting to hang out with people at the end of the day to enjoy it all at the same time is great. Little icing on top of the cake, you know. Was stressful. Got to make yourself a new drink? We'll get to it, Laced. Get to it. Wouldn't want you to be drinkless. That would be really unfortunate. Alright, so what if this central one was pumpkin? Jump, Max. Why are you like this? Wouldn't want you to inconvenience yourself and have to get up or anything, but I mean, it's got to be done. It's got to be done. Tree looks kind of like a skull with eyes. We could make it pretty interesting. Definitely could. What if these were pumpkin? Is that the play? Keep depositing all my materials, though. Got a new drink? Thank goodness. I was worried for a second. Just woke up, just joined. Congrats on the build, well deserved. Although they were all dropping. Stephanie, thank you. And yeah, honestly though, that was the most stressful part about the entire competition. All the builds were really good. There was like a portion of time where I was like, oh yeah, we got this in the bag. Confidence was through the roof. And then Chisel Chip kept doing more and more reviews. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like why is everyone's build so good? Like this is going to be a really, really difficult to win. Like you got to have confidence in yourself, but to a certain degree. Yeah, I won, Uzin. Yeah, we were one of the top 5 winners. Yep. Yes, sirree. But man, it was stressful. It was really stressful. There was a lot of time in there. I was like, dude, the competition was really good. Honestly, I think that makes it even more of a satisfying win because I don't think there's been another build competition where the competition was so good. There were so many cool builds. Just makes sweet victory even better. As man, everyone brought their A game. And there was like smaller builds and stuff, but even the smaller builds had some really cool ideas. The community as a whole has really gotten better and better at building. So it really makes the whole winning the competition, one of the winners at least, even more satisfying. They were good. They were all so good. Can we see the builds or watch the video somewhere? Yeah, on my... So if you're looking for my build specifically on my YouTube, just Timber Builds, I have a video of my build submission specifically. If you want to see other ones, the best way to do it is Chisel Chip. They're all streams on his channel, but he did a bunch of live streams. where he reviewed a ton of the bases. It's definitely not all of the bases, but the vast majority of them were viewed live on his stream. And so you can watch the VODs of his stream as well. But I could probably post it real fast. Let's see. My video. I'm not upset that I didn't win the video competition because I had a very... My video was specifically focused heavily on the tour portion, and it would have been a little lame if I won the video and was one of the final builds selected, so I'm not upset that they picked someone else. But I am really, really proud of the video as well. But yeah, check out my that's the tour type lore cinematic video that I made for my build. Very proud of the video as well. Turned out quite well. One of the better cinematic, like, tour videos I've ever made, I think. But yeah, I'm very happy. Very, very happy we won. The competition was freaking stacked, though. There were so many good builds. It was stressful. It was such a stressful competition because there's so many good builds. And I wanted to win so bad. Not that winning is everything by any means, but in terms of like validation for the channel and what we do here in terms of builds, I was like, it would be really, really cool. Especially when the next update for Enshrouded comes out as well, when we may potentially play that. Of course, we're taking a break right now from Enshrouded, but the next update that comes around, we'll definitely be back to building the mega city that we were working on. Absolutely plan on that. So it'll bring some validation. Winning is all that matters. If you aren't first, you're last. At times, it does feel that way. That is a little bit how this competition felt, though. Honestly, it did feel like if you're not first, you're last. I was like, I'm all in. I'm winning this thing or I'm crying. There was no in between for me on this one, which is not how I normally am. I don't really care that much, but I don't know. The theme, everything was just like so good on this one that I wanted to win so bad because I loved the theming that they had. They announced the winners this morning. So stressful. It was like such a last minute thing. They just were kind of like, all right, here's the video. Here's who wins. It was so last minute. It was crazy. They had mentioned Toast, one of the I don't actually know what Toast does, so I don't want to speak out of context. But Toast is heavily active, part of the development team of Enshrouded on the Discord. The Enshrouded Discord was like, oh, they're announcing the video. This was yesterday. It was like, oh yeah, we're just working on a video to properly show off the winners. And I was like, wait, tomorrow? It's happening. Like, this is it. This is it. This is what we've been waiting for. And then all of a sudden it just posted. I was just on my phone scrolling through YouTube and they just dropped the video like it was nothing. No warning, no context. And so I just was sitting on my phone all of a sudden like, oh my gosh. And I was the last person announced too, which made it even more stressful. Because they were like, in alphabetical order, and I'm like, what alphabet? What comes after P? Is T after P? My brain was dead. It was painful. It was like my heart was freaking racing. Absolute insanity. But it all worked out. We did it. What if you placed where I want you to, which is there, but at an angle? I've never been so stressed out watching a video in my life. And being the last person announced was just like, oh my gosh. So stressful. Yeah, my wife was downstairs. Like, oh, I'm guessing you won. By that reaction. There was a loud, yes! We did it! Why do those have to be slightly off? Dang it. But very, very happy with it all. No complaints whatsoever today. Just too high. I gotta tell you, Uzin, the only thing that I'm disappointed about today is accidentally running away from that stupid, shiny frickin' Meowth. Not that I care, not that it matters, but I am frustrated with myself for not paying attention. That's the only downer of the day. Everything else was perfect. That would have been the icing on the cake, though, to get the shiny Meowth while just screwing around. I was like, I ran away and I was like, I'm glad. I knew for a fact that the first one I was going to get was the stupid shiny Meowth. I knew 100% that that was going to be the first shiny I got in Fire Red. It was just guaranteed. There was no questions about it. And if I was going to lose one from stupidity, that's the best possible one, because there's no way in this universe that I'm ever going to use a shiny Meowth or Persian. There's no question that's the one to lose, but it's still one of those, like, it stings a little bit because, like, how stupid. How stupid of a thing to just, I saw it and I was watching a video and I had a stream playing and I was doing this. Pulled a $60 Zapdos the other day. Let's go, Wolf. Let's go. I am obsessed with Pokemon these days. I've been having way too much fun. A couple weeks ago, oh no. A couple weeks ago, or about a month or two ago, I pulled the red Victini from one of the White Flare Black Bolt sets, and it's been It was a good day. It's like a $400 card almost. And then Fire Red, Leaf Green came out, so I've been having a blast playing those, and so I've been shiny hunting Arcanine, or Growlithe, to get a shiny Arcanine, because that's my favorite ever. And I enjoy the grind, but I let, from my own stupidity, let a shiny Meowth go. Not that I am too upset, but it's one of those, like, you let it go either way. I don't want it, but I wouldn't be upset about having it. When Grounded 2 fully releases, you could host / judge a building competition. Grounded 2, 3 categories: survival, crowded, creative, and playgrounds. That would be dope. I would love that. As long as people are interested, I'm down to do it. I would love to host them. The hard part's like having a big enough community to do it, but sold your PSA 10 shiny Sylveon GX for 300. Yeah, that's the crazy part. I hadn't been collecting for a really long time. I collected when I was a lot younger, and my buddies were like, they did a big rip where they each did like 130 packs, and they wanted to get me back into collecting because it's been a long time. And so two of my buddies sent me like 20 packs total, and they were just like, hey, we want you to do this because we're degenerates, and we want you to do this with us. And naturally, out of one of the packs, I pulled a frickin' full red Victini that's like $388 raw. It's like, it's ridiculous. And so now I'm obsessed again. They got me so hooked so fast. I was like, you frickin' jerks. But I mean, when you pull something like that, how can you not be a little obsessed again? So they got me on Discords, and I've been getting a bunch of the new stuff, which has been great. It's been really fun though. It's really fun having a hobby like that again, though. And it's great because it's not like gambling or anything. Like, at least you get some value back from the whole process. And you get to enjoy opening cards. It's like a good dopamine hit, but not. Mom threw out my 90s collection, a few hundred cards, along with 2 garbage bags of G.I. Joes, so I stopped and quit for some time. Started about 3 months ago, and I already got 100 plus Pokemon cards for sure. Oh, dude, I have been going ham. That's my the whole point of YouTube income for me has been like fun money, essentially. Like, things, it allows me to go golfing and like do things that I enjoy. So I'm not spending my like normal income. And so for me, it's been really fun to have a little extra money to put into it. And so I have a really nice sealed ETB collection that I'm slowly growing, which has been really fun as a way to sort of invest in. Like, I'm not out trying to scalp cards or anything, but I want, in a perfect world, I would have one of every ETB ever collected displayed on a back wall for stream specifically. And I'm also collecting all the Growlithe and Arcanine cards for my personal collection, because that's my favorite Pokemon ever. So I've been kind of messing with that. So I'm slowly getting some new stuff here and there. I've been having a lot of fun recollecting, and I have like 100 packs. Me and my buddies are doing a rip in probably May, because I'm going to a card show in like the middle of May. So I'm hoping to rip some good stuff in that opening, so I can continue my obsession, get some stuff to trade for some more stuff I want. how much it's worth, but I have 2 Sleepy Tyranitar. Dude, the sleep, as far as I know, I don't have a huge gauge, but I'm pretty sure the Sleepy Tyranitar cards are incredibly valuable. I think those are very, very sought after. So I think you're in a good place, Laced. Those are very cool cards. Send me pictures of your cool cards. Sounds good, Uzin. I would love to see them. I'm really enjoying collecting again. I'm actually, tomorrow, I am meeting up with a guy on Marketplace to buy a Times, like the Times magazine. They did a series of Pokemon covers, and there's a guy in my town selling an Arcanine cover Times magazine for like 20 bucks. And I was like, he didn't want to sell it, and then I was like, hey, just let me know. I'm not gonna pressure you, because he wants the Blastoise front or Blastoise cover. I was like, hey, just so you know, I collect Arcanine stuff. That's my favorite Pokemon. I am kind of obsessed right now. I have a binder filled with Growlithe and Arcanine stuff that I'm slowly gathering up. So if you ever want to sell, just let me know. But like, no pressure. And he's like, what an honorable cause. All right, shoot me your offer. And he's actually selling it to me for like 20 bucks. So I was like, dude, let's go. I'm so happy. So I'm going to pick that up tomorrow. You have over 10,000 cards? They're all packed away in boxes in your closet? Dang, that's crazy. I got a Magic the Gathering, because the Pokemon ones are ridiculous. Everything labeled Pokemon is a ridiculous price right now. So I found this like card organizer for commander decks for Magic the Gathering, but it's perfect for showing off. It shows off five like top loaders in the front, so you can show off like your top 5 favorite hits that aren't in like a binder or anything, and a top loader, and then you can just organize all of your stuff in this like I think it holds like 3,600 cards. Like I think it may be like 1,800 sleeved or something like that. But I bought that, so I got all my stuff organized by sets, and I have a ton of the new stuff to open. So I've just been like slowly over the last like 3 months or so, because my buddies got me absolutely obsessed. I've been slowly gathering things to open for when we open stuff in like early May. It's been a lot of fun. Still have packs not opened. Yeah, because I just like, I enjoy the investment side of Pokemon and the opening side, so I'm trying to get one of every ETB sealed, because I love the art of them. It's like one of those things. It's just so satisfying to see them sealed, and they're perfect, and they're like, they look gorgeous to me. So I'm just trying to collect each one of them is like a sealed collection I can just like show on the wall that I won't open, but I'm trying to get one ETB of each set that I can open for fun, and then one I can keep sealed as a long-term collection, because I don't know, something about the art of those just looks, it's very satisfying to see them. So eventually on the wall, I would love to have these things kind of sealed and shown off, but I need some more shelving and stuff to show it. What's up, Highlights? Welcome in, and thank you. I'm assuming you're talking about the Enshrouded build. Congratulations. But I'm having so much fun, and it's like the perfect use for like ad revenue from yes, thank you, Highlights, appreciate that. Very happy. Yeah, it's been the grind of YouTube. Was always for me like something I could invest in my retirement fund and stuff, so it's been fun. Like, I invested in my Roth with some of the extra money I make, and then it's also allowed me to buy something for a hobby that allows me to have fun at the same time. So it's just worked out really well. And my ADHD obsessive compulsive tendencies also thoroughly enjoy it. I'm a collector at heart, I think. So it's been really fun. And it allows me, my college buddy, so two of my college roommates and one of their younger brothers one of the guys I grew up with, I've known them since I was born. And so we've been friends for a really long time, and I ended up being college roommates with them. And we all live in different cities now, so it allows us to do something together as a group. So we all kind of collect little by little each month, and then we get to do a rip each month together as a fun little thing, since we don't get to really see each other all that much anymore. So it's been really fun. But yeah, I'm obsessed at this point. They're all like, dude, what did we do? I always enjoyed it, but they got me absolutely hooked again. Although at the worst time. There could not be a worse time to be obsessed with Pokemon collecting. Because it is more expensive and more difficult to get than it's ever been. But we're making it work. I live on Discord because of this channel anyways, so it's been nice because I can get stuff online instead of it's impossible to get stuff in stores. Absolutely impossible. I have a full-time job, so I can't sit out in front of frickin' Walmart like everyone that does. But I'm always on Discord, so I can always try to get stuff here and there. It's been fun. It's been a good week, though. Between the stuff I've gotten for my collecting obsessions and winning the build competition, it's been a good freaking week. As validating as one could hope. Need to go to bed. Your old lady is exhausted. Sounds good, Laced. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. Try not to get mauled by a dog. You keep that husky in check, alright? Don't let it get you anymore. I say mauled like you got mauled. You got huskied real good. You're best not to get headbutted again. You please do. Can't afford to lose you, you know? Have a great rest of the night and stream. Catch you on the next one. Yes, we will be back Tuesday with normal Tour Tuesdays. So hopefully we catch you on that one. But have a great rest of your night. And we're gonna die of thirst. Wait a second. Am I getting attacked? I have not been paying attention. I don't think we're getting raided, right? We are getting raided. Okay, that was really close. Holy crap. That was way too close for comfort. We would have had to run for our lives. Frickin' wolf spiders trying to kill me. We're getting raided right now. What are we doing? They can't handle the mage build though. The Wolfie is more scary than all these fools. Easy money. Got him. Can you get gold cards if your inventory's full? That is one question I've always had. Bring it, nerd. I need your gold card too. Get dominated. Never lucky though. Now all this stuff is just gonna leg me out, and we're doomed. Ooh, we got the buggy bounce. Dang, Uzin, you got some hits. Dude, those are some sick cards. I'm really hoping I get some really good stuff from this this card show I'm going to in May. We'll see. Thank you, Green Dino. Wow, I'm so happy we won. So freaking happy. We would have moved on and we would have been fine, but I really, really wanted to win that. So I am very, very happy that we ended up. Very happy we ended up winning it. Just gotta be grateful the judges saw the vision at the end of the day. It's what made it all possible. It's always the struggle is when you have other people grading your stuff and voting on it. You never quite know. You never quite know if they're going to see the same vision that I had. But we got lucky. We got lucky that they understood it. They saw everything. They understood it all. I don't know. Maybe not lucky, but very happy that they understood it all. I think more than anything, they I understood the theme. I think that's what really took it to that next level. From what I looked at, or at least what I saw from the winning builds, is that all of the winners were the people that really, really incorporated water as the main theme. That's who came up. That's really who came out ahead. Fully embraced the idea. There was a lot of incredible builds, as expected, but the winners were the people who seemed to like embrace the concept of water and use the new water mechanics to the highest level. I think is what really showed through. Which was my main focus. Try to do everything I could to show off water in that build. All the new stuff, everything I could. They made it so easy. The new water mechanics were just so good. They were so well done. Can't help but be envious of competition winners. I don't have the skills or the bribery funds to win. I keep messing with Chisel. Chisel was in here earlier. He's one of the judges that I was like, thank goodness I bribed Chisel so much to win the competition. Honestly, I honestly, I can't say it's skill. It's just, it really comes down to time invested at the end of the day. I think the difference between my build and some people who didn't win was the difference between one, I think I committed to the theme a little bit more than some people. Because honestly, I mean, there was like Joe did incredible. Kilo with the submarine. There was the like aqua, I don't even know what to call it. The like water park build. That one really committed to it, but I think what it really came down to is I put 400 hours. I mean, I put 200 to 300 hours in that build, and that's what took it above and beyond. I think at the end of the day, there were a lot of people that put 50, 60 hours into a build, and the difference was the people that put 200 to 300 hours into the build that won that competition more often than not. Because honestly, all the builds were really freaking good. There were so many good ideas, there were so many good concepts, but I think the people that ended up winning were the people that just put a little bit more time and a little bit more effort into the whole thing. Because I think anyone can build really cool things, but building really cool things, honestly, comes down to just more time in it. It always takes exponentially more time to it. In, like, one-upping yourself. Because if I went for... My original idea was just the tower. Like, it really was. I only had the tower planned. The middle of my build, the central... like well of the world, whatever you want to call it, that tower, that was my build. When I first had the concept for the whole thing, that was all I was going to do. It was an ice tower with the well of the world, the massive architectural tower with the spiral staircases, and that wouldn't have been good enough. That would not have won it. And so starting right away, I was like, oh, I kept sawing builds. I didn't submit right away. And for me, I think that was the difference, is I had a really good concept to start with, but I decided every time I saw another build, I was like, okay, I need another place. So I added the alchemy area with a mini testing area in the cellar. And then I was like, I saw another build that was really good. And I was like, okay, I have to add more. Like, it's not good enough yet. So I added the library. And then I saw another build, and I was like, it's still not good enough. Like, this is not going to win. So I added the Tide Ward quarters, where, like, all the caretakers of the area would live. And then I looked at it again, and I was like, now I saw another build that was incredible. So then I ended up adding the Black Crucible area with, like, the crazy, creepy theme and stuff. And it was just... every time I looked at it, it was just more and more time. Every time I looked at it, it was just... the only difference was that I just kept adding to it and kept building more and more. Might be of when I won 4th place for the grounded competition. Yeah, it's what it comes down to. Had to go for a bit. You still working? Yeah, we're still working on the elevator. Yep, it's coming together, though. You can do the minute details. Yeah, that's what... I had a really good concept, I think, is what took me over the top. At the end of the day, it was just... I had a really good theme around water that I think some people... like, not a negative thing by any means, but there was just... having a really good theme, I think, is what helped me go over the top, and then just not settling for what I built. Every time I saw a good build, I was like, I'm not going to settle. It would be really, really easy to stop now. Every time I looked at it, it would have been so easy to stop, because I was like, I don't I don't want to keep building. I don't want to keep adding more. But every time it was like, it's not good enough. Like I have to keep going. So more often than not, I think what really comes out of it is that, like, don't ever quit. Keep going, keep pushing. Those last minute details are what take it over the top. I think for me, what made a huge difference was that I added the Black Crucible area. I think that was another, like, the last detail that was like, okay, this is how we cement it. This is how we're gonna win. It was really, really good in this. I didn't want there to be any question about it. Now, it's like you're dealing with other people's opinions and stuff, so you can't be 100% on anything. But my goal was to make it so the judges saw my build and they couldn't question it. They just had to say, this is a finalist, no matter what we do. Every time I looked at it, it had to go to that extra level. That was the way I looked at the build. And I mean, my architectural skills and stuff take me to a little bit higher level, but at the same time, like, it doesn't mean none of the other winners have architectural degrees and stuff, you know? So it's like, you don't need it. It helps with the way I think, the way I process information, but it's not needed in any way, shape, or form. More often than not, it just comes down to effort at the end of the day. The people that put in the extra effort, that went a little bit above and beyond, their builds kind of shined through. Put a little bit more effort into the concept of the whole thing. Those things really took people to that slightly extra level. And yes, Ducky, it does work, as I just showed, right? I think it does. I think we're working pretty well. It could be a little faster, but it does work. So we might end up adding more elevators to the whole thing, but each level does work. It's just got to go a lot higher. We only have it working at the first level currently. And starting early, I think, is what it really helped me. I'm like, the Shroud Sewers I'm really impressed with the Shroud Sewers build. Like Philly Chick, I think, is potentially, don't quote me on that, but the Shroud Sewers one, they submitted their build a month, at least, if not over a month, before I submitted mine. And the fact they won is incredible. That is, like, really, really impressive. I took every single second. I think I submitted my build 2 or 3 days before the end of the competition to win. So I used every single second that I had. Whereas, like, it's actually really impressive that they were able to win the competition with how early they submitted their build. That's not an easy feat to do, I think, at the end of the day. I was really impressed that they were now their build was really impressive, but to do it as fast as they did it, I mean, I took exponentially more time than they did to build mine. And we're still winners. Like, that's what's so impressive about their build, I think. Find it sometimes hard to decide that something is finished. I also paint digitally, but sometimes it's better to let it go than add too many things. Yeah, I definitely think so. It gets to a certain point where you have to consider something done. You really do. You can build forever, but more is not always better, I think, at the end of the day. That was my goal, was a balance. Not too much, not too little. it had to be enough to be visually impressive, but you can definitely overdo it for sure. Absolutely possible. It takes a level of just visually understanding what's too much detail, what's not enough. Which, I mean, like, this is a great example, this build in general. I'm very much trying to not overdo it. I mean, of course I go ridiculous most of the time. I try to overdo a lot of things just to be visually interesting, but at the same time, like, it's really easy to over detail things and over design things. There's a certain amount of simplicity wins a lot of the times. More often than not, simplicity wins. And the Shroud Sewers is a great example of that, where they didn't overdo it. They just had a great concept and a great idea, and they executed it really well. And they put, I mean, I can't say 100% because I don't know their build 100%. I don't know how much time they put into it. This is just like a speculation type thing. But from what I saw, unless they started it before the competition, if they started it at the same time, they used up a quarter of the amount of time that I did, which is more impressive to me at the end of the day. Because I gave everything I had to win that thing. I don't know how much. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know how much, if we could have gotten away with less, or if we needed everything we did. It's hard for me to tell. I didn't want there to be any doubt, is the way I was thinking through it. But we could have gotten away with a lot less time invested into it. But would we have ended up with as impressive of a build? Probably not. So it all works out at the end of the day. But it wouldn't have sucked to maybe not put quite as much time into it, because I invested a lot of time into that build. It's a commercial when I was younger. Always said less is more with some brand. I can't remember. I mean, it is true. It's very much true. You can absolutely overdo things. I mean, this is a great example of this is an elevator that we're just going ham on. So you could get away with a lot less most of the time. More isn't always better is definitely a design concept I've learned. Definitely doesn't always mean better. Sometimes more is better, but it's not 100% ever. Never do too much on elevators. True, Felix. I concur. I mean, the point of my builds is to be stupid ridiculous. That's the point. So, I'm never upset about doing more. We're always trying to outdo ourselves with these builds. More often than not, that's the goal with this stuff specifically, but that's just because we're making content. For the build competition, it's a tough balance because you can be visually overwhelming and the judges may not get it. That was my constant thought, was like, what is enough and what's not? You don't want to like overdo it to the point where the judges look at it and go like, this is too much. This hurts my eyes to look at. You can definitely do that, and then it doesn't read as well. Know what time it is? I do. It's 11:11. Make a wish, everybody. Make a wish. Wait, I didn't want that. I didn't want this. I just was building. I was in the middle of talking. We didn't start till 7:30 tonight, so I wanted to make sure we at least got to 11. Is what it really comes down to. And it's Friday, so I'm not like overly worried. And like on Wednesday, I hit a wall. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know how I wanted to do it. We were at an impasse. This is gonna be interesting. This side does not work as well. It's morning here, so you have time? Ugh, I wish. Why does this wall have to be slightly off? That is unfortunate. That stone is gonna be really annoying. Dang it. I know, I can off-grid it, but I prefer not to off-grid, just to off-grid, if I can. I like things lining up when they can. It's a little annoying. This would be more satisfying to just have it work, but they are not in line, even though they look like they are. I don't know, something's weird. Yes, exactly. You get 7 floors up and one wall. When you get too crazy, off-gridding's great, but when you get too crazy with it, it can cause more problems than it solves. So I try to stay within the realms of reality. I love off-grid builds. It's a great concept. It works great, but there is a certain degree that it can be taken too far. It can complicate things that don't need to be complicated, is the way I think of it. As great of a concept as it is, it isn't the only way to build. Although it allows for some craziness like this. I mean, this looks awesome. I really enjoy the way this is looking. But I would prefer to have this on one grid so we don't have to deal with off-grid on both sides of it. Then when you try to lay certain things out, it's just like, it makes things weird. But it is what it is. If we gotta off-grid, we gotta for this build. And that's what I'm really enjoying about this location, the way we set this one up. Compared to the last build, the fact that we can just place things off-grid literally however we want is really, really fun. We can just add whatever angle we want. We can do literally anything. We can solve simple problems without having to overthink them. But yeah, that's a great start. This is a great start to the elevator. I'm really happy with how this looks. I think this will make for a really epic entrance, and then we can do some like staircases that go up and around, and maybe we create some like balcony space here. We'll cover this and fill this in a little bit. There's so much detail work to do on this side and the other sides of this, but it feels like a great start. It's nice having a secondary floor at least. We have the first floor figured out, so we can get up here much easier. Although I still cannot jump to this level for some reason. Your character just has refused to jump most of the time. Of course, there it works. But we're feeling good. We're feeling good. This will all line up pretty well. We'll just clip these together and no one will ever know. It'll be the same. We'll just hide the little details. It's working out better than I probably could have hoped. Honestly. The fact that these line up this well, you'd literally never know that that stuff's on different grids. You'd have no clue. Like the stem scaffolding doesn't let you fall through the center like grounded one. Yeah, that was a really good change. We actually just kind of discovered that in the last week or so. But yeah, it's really coming together. Still got a lot of work to do, but it is really coming together. The decision is, do we make these as windows or not? Or probably more like this, where we lit this up. This looks nice. But as it is 11:17, I'm going to call it here. I appreciate everyone hanging out tonight. Glad we were able to do a little Friday stream since we were off on Thursday. But I appreciate everyone hanging out. I will be back for Tour Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you join our Discord. If you are not already a part of it, if you want your base reviewed for Tour Tuesdays, make sure to DM me, send me your Xbox username. But other than that, I hope everyone has a great rest of their weekend. I will catch everybody on Tuesdays. Friday streams are on a roll. Yeah, I'm kind of enjoying the Friday streams. We might head this direction where we take Thursdays off. I kind of enjoy not 3 days in a row. So there's a potential we start streaming Tuesday, Wednesday, Fridays. Moving forward, I'm enjoying the break. 3 days straight is tough with a 3-year-old. But I will catch everybody on Tuesday night for Tour Tuesdays. We have 6 people on the list. Ducky currently. JG the Jet Plane for a review. Shastia, Backwoods, Immunoforge, Felix, and potentially Travis B as well. But I hope you guys all have a great rest of your evening, great rest of your day, great weekend as well, and I will catch you on Tuesday. Peace.